Welcome everyone to the Relegation Finals. Organized Chaos versus the Gnomes. I am the Melvin Man, joined by my monotone comrade Don Boy. How are you?
I'm great. This is a casting duo that we've seen quite a few times. I think it's
Yeah.
probably a fan favorite.
Oh yes. Just man, you can't get the excitement out of these casters. And there's Akazo pushing Beach with Saber. He
And he
gets the
just
ace.
aced. We had the same idea.
We are ecstatic. So yeah, we've got the Gnomes and Chaos. Gnomes is one of my favorite teams to watch play personally. I know I've said LCG in the past, but that's just the meme. The first thing I cast was LCG versus GB, and that's where the whole trader stuff started. Because I didn't know GB, and so I was like, "Oh, LCG looks pretty good," and they were like, this guy, who does he think he is?" But I genuinely like Gnomes playing. I've played with a lot of their players. I've seen a lot of them play. They're just I haven't played much with the OC people, so like I can't say, oh, I know these guys on a personal level. But like Gnomes, I do, and all of them are really chill. They're really nice. The teamwork is like once that team is moving, it does not stop, and
Mhm.
it's kind of why we see that they're the only team that's really taking Global Breakout to the end because they match that level of intensity.
Mhm. Yeah, I think Gnomes and probably YY too is the other team that would come to mind for me. That can is
Yeah.
on that same level as GB. I can really contend for that spot. But they're facing OC today, Organized Chaos, and OC's actually got a pretty good lineup. I've seen they've been doing pretty well in lower league this season.
If
So
I remember correctly, I can pull up so I can see it anyway, the
mhm,
announcements for it.
yeah,
Yeah, OC has only lost one game. They got a total of 14 points to Nakodama's 13.
yep,
Organized Chaos only having one loss. Nakodama being second with a loss and a draw. And then we've got everyone's favorite due process baddies. They are third with two losses, and then unfortunately, Space Rangers being seventh, which unfortunate, but yeah,
mhm,
organized chaos have kind of been causing just a lot of devastation, as it seems. Nakodama all being the ones to rival them, so we'll get to
yep,
see organized chaos maybe try to flex that muscle a little bit,
yeah.
or will we see gnomes just continue to be this GB2 of just once that ball starts rolling, it does not stop, and we just see another unfortunate 2-0? Or will we see a very nice back and forth?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really imagine Gnomes as a lower league team. That's just not something in my mind. Like I've ever since I've been in the league, I've always seen Gnomes as an upper league team. So them to fall out would be quite a shock to me.
Yeah, to see the gnomes go down would be bizarre. It would be just a little sad as well because that's one of I don't think the originals, but one of the older known teams to kind of fall down and do this battle back, But I would definitely like to see the gnomes pull through. Um, I gotta support my boy Six. He's kind of getting his feet back into DPL and seeing him kind of flex that muscle. It's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good. But we
Yeah.
just got the cue to pop, so we get to go to
Nice.
the game now.
Exciting.
I can feel the excitement from here.
Yep, monotone's great.
What if that's like legitimately how we did like an entire cast? Just have Roach or Akaza just pull their hair out, be like, and here we see that they are getting ready to go. What
And
an
here
exciting match.
and here is Melvin in my right ear. Yeah,
I just
I'll
popped.
try to be animated this cast. I think we could try to bring some excitement to this match. So starting out on Dome. Ooh, I don't like this Dome map. I'll be honest. I really don't.
Well, Dome is one of my favorite tile sets. I talk about it every time, but this one is a observation is very strong.
Mm.
Uh,
I
ob-
think. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say, if you're gonna do a beach, you have to be applying pressure to observation, whether that be with ruins or with pit. I would say the better one is pit because they do have to swing out onto you, but I mean they have vision of you the entire time. Almost anywhere you go in this kill dome, they have vision of you, and
Mm.
it is. I mean, you do have this safe spot back in ruins. You have this nice little safe wing here to kind of get some crossfire going if they do approach the lower base, but I don't know why they would. If you're at beach, you're just going straight into pit. You don't need to be messing around in base, especially with observation, just basically calling you out. This is
Mm.
someone on a camera, that's just going to be hard pinging you the entire time, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Mm. Personally, I think the best move for attack here is popping Saber down beach and using it to watch down either, or mainly just rush down to ruins and either blow ruins, and have like this pinch with the Saber, or go pit and have Saber watching down. Maybe have another person that goes from pit through this side, and then having the rest of the team go through this side, hitting lights, going through obs, and now you have Saber watching down. You have lights off. You can come out of obs, and then you just like squeeze down this ruins area.
Yeah.
So either one of those, but I think Saber on beach is quite a necessity, almost.
That kind of seems to always be the occasion for usual beach pushes. You have your Saber. Maybe he's being supported by a Tar user, but he's usually always that Saber. But it seems like they don't want to do that. They don't want to go pit to cut off lights, which would kill obs. And then that Saber on beach could actually do some real damage. But Keegan's going to just kind of reach into beach here. Index going to try and get shots off, but is going to be unsuccessful. And he is the first to fall in the game as the explosion goes off. Gundam's gonna take a little bit of fire damage before getting out in time.
Ooh, that nade doesn't pick up the barb there. It's unlucky there. Six-sided's full flashed. See if they can make use of it now. He's no longer flashed. He's got an AK. Ooh, gets shot by Zombie and Gundam at the same time. Control, same way. All down to Med. Med in 1v5. Almost gets goofed.
Goofed too.
Gundam's killed. Zombie Bacon takes out Med.
Goofed was very low, so them running up there, that was just kill him, go, get him now. But they did, I thought that missing the grenade there would be a little dangerous, because then that creates a really bad choke point, but it didn't matter. The flash hit 6, and by the time he recovered, it was too late. Index getting picked very early, unfortunate, and Scooge was unable to hold out there as well. But OC pick up the first win against the Gnomes, and in a strong fashion. That's one thing when I've seen OC, it's always fun to watch them because they're this like their name makes so much sense on how they play. It's actually perfect because it's like they'll just run in, it will be chaotic and you're like, what the heck is going on? But then they still come out with the win like, yes, you see, we actually planned all of that. So we kind of saw that there at the end with them just kind of running up there and Med getting the 2 free kills. And it's like, if they kept that mentality, could Med have come back? Probably not, because Gruber versus, Tar and AP25s, yeah. But nonetheless, we move to a factory.
Yeah, I think OC's like team picture is like the best in the league. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a cobbled together image of like OC and like a smiley face, and it's like really low res, and it looks like it was made like a 5-year-old, and it's amazing.
Like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Just, hey, look what I found.
If you haven't
Yeah,
seen
we'll
it, you
use it,
should
it's
go
fine.
look it up. It's great. It's fantastic.
The
But yeah.
So what do you think about this factory then? Like, what's the plan of attack?
I don't know. It looks like they might be going fan, and they're gonna try to cut off this section of factory and just kind of push out here, take this side, and try to advance downwards. That's what I'm gathering from this line here and this line.
Take
But other than
control of
that,
upper pipe works.
it looks like actually maybe they're going for like a squeeze. They're gonna do fan, and then they're gonna blow dock 2 and try to take office,
Yeah,
and then
it seems
use
like they
that.
want to do the power play from what I'm seeing here. If I go into the van here, yeah, they've got their NVGs on, so it looks like they're going to be uh, getting ready to go for a night vision play. Hopefully, get that power knocked out and just rain havoc on this dock pipeworks area. I mean, they do have the conveyor belt for excuse me, for a little bit of cover there, so office is taken, they are able to kind of stay hidden, they can use the dock fans as cover, but they do have the wall charge, so it looks like they're going to do this fan dock kind of split here.
I do have flares, only 2, so I don't know how prepared they will be for a lights play, but we'll have to see if they're ready for it. Got index on dock with the Ingmar, maybe ready to make a play there. Control also on pipes. He's dropped down to conveyors with the Legros. Med is in office. Gundam gets picked. I think that was from the Molly through that trying to through that barb in office, and we've still got you've got these gnomes guys trying to push up towards top. We've got Keegan at fan. Maybe gonna pick up Scooge. Get Scooge. We're down to a 3v3. No, a 4v4. Sorry, my bad. 6. I don't. Did that hit? I don't think that hit.
I think it legged them because zombies at half. Armed.
Next, wildly shooting through the smoke. Got Goof. Looking like he's gonna push up to office. They don't have a nade here, so they're gonna have to use this flash. Ned gets goofed. Index picks off Ghost.
Yeah, the crossfires here. Ooh.
Six picks zombie. It looks like Keegan might save. Yeah, he's gonna save.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. So the crossfires they had set up there from being index in the van, control alt 6-sided back at the conveyors, med in office. It didn't matter if Scooge got picked off. Like, they held that down right there. Swimmingly. Like, what are you supposed to do? Okay, there's a barbed wire there. Oh, I'm being shot from the from truck. Oh, I'm also being shot from back here. Okay, Keegan, can you? No, he can't see. Cause look at this. You got this big boy right here. There's no way you're gonna be able to cover from up there, and you need to get into fan. If he was able to kill Scooge and then get on to Pipeworks, it could have gone differently. But if they were going for the, well, we'll just get in and shoot it out, or we'll knock it out with the power. That's not gonna work. That crossfire was so dangerous. The only way that could have worked is if they had brought in a door charge and he had blown into the fan, and then you have upper pipeworks control.
Hmm.
I think if you were gonna do that, you needed to go green door or bring 2 explosives for that one.
I think they needed to use a flash in that sort of dock conveyors area. They seemed to throw a flash there and then push in, try to get
Yeah,
that office
they were
control.
worried too much of the office side.
Hmm.
They're so worried about who's in office, and it's like you're not getting killed from office. You're getting killed from dock and conveyor belt.
Move
Well,
on
they
to
pick up
bank
1 though.
now.
Gnomes
Side up.
up 1, or not Gnomes up. Gnomes on the board with 1, so 1-1 as we go to bank. Last round of the quarter. See who can pull away out of this quarter here as we prepare for a very kind of your standard bank, red door loans, double into manager, accounting just being very dangerous. Button in teller. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if on attack the gnomes save the wall charge for here to do a full green door and then blow into teller.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do that there. Kind of seeing now that may be an option here, but it looks like they want to do. Well, OC want to do a red door into loans. It seems to be only red door right now. They may later decide to go into green, but for right now, it just seems to be just this Lone's push, and the Saber being back there, they'll have that long angle to watch any rotate through Teller or from lobby kind of into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
But hit the button as fast as possible.
Yeah, wherever the offense chooses to go, they're gonna have to go through security eventually to get into vault. So any plan they make is gonna make them end up there. So they could do entrance and fight through hall to get into Teller, or they could go loans and fight through hall and get into Teller. But either way, you're gonna have to go through hall and the Teller, and they're gonna have to go through lobby and security. So they're choosing to go down sort of this way instead of going up and back through. Either plan is pretty viable, but it seems like they think loans will be an easier win for them.
Index, they're kind of all prepped for that red door. Index, Med, Six is there with the mob. Well, the Six is going to try to get out of there now, as he knows that the red door has exploded. The Molotov going off to kind of hold them there for a bit. Med and Index kind of prepped up here. Scooge just waiting at security as Goofed is the first to fall, and a hail of bullets. Gundam goes next. Med pulls back to reload. Scooge goes out to swap out, and he gets some shots off. Keegan's going to drop him, and Zombie is going to drop Index. As Zombie is just screaming for his life behind this. Lone's office desk here. Med is reloaded, fully ready to go. The AK is going to get picked up by Ghost, and it is now a 3v3 as some of the attackers are a little worse for wears.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it's looking honestly pretty decent for the attackers right now. It looks like Ghost is going through manager. So I mean, Six is in lobby, gonna hold that door. So they're gonna have to fight through that, and picks off Keegan. Just found Bacon. Bacon picked up by Med, and now we just got Ghost in security. He's got a hit button. He's got to travel all the way through hall, or through lobby. Six is in lobby. Watch with the mop. Med is gonna watch the accounting door, and Control is involved with 2 mollies. So it looks like Gnomes has secured this one.
Yeah, especially when you got 30 seconds left, you gotta hit the button, and there's 2 mollies in vault. There's not much that is gonna be done.
No.
Well, really good hold there. OC really actually, Keegan and Zombie really tried to bounce that back there, but the positioning of the Gnomes there really kind of countered this hard rush that OC was getting ready to do, and Six just kind of holding in lobby on that door, getting that other pick, and it just slowly chipping away. So the longer the round went on, the more comfortable Gnomes were able to get.
Mm-hmm. I think entrance might have been an easier push if they went for entrance, because they're gonna have to take lobby eventually to get security, or they can go accounting security. I think going through the security doors instead of the green door would be easier to get security involved. But they gotta take lobby to get Teller to get button anyway. So I think going entrance might have been easier for them.
Yeah, because that way you were able to control lobby and control that Teller area, and then basically if you have that sniper, you have the Saber holding that long angle. If they have theirs, then it just becomes like this skill matchup of who can hit whose face the fastest.
Mm. But I think they still could have won with loans, but the defenders were definitely prepared for it, so that made it much harder.
Yeah, we're gonna have the same barbed wire placement here, though. Grenade isn't marked for that barbed wire that we had before, that you pointed out before. They're kind of prepped for the bomb barbed wire. So, now I'm not sure. Is that barbed wire more important to take care of? I mean, I know it's the barbed wire kind of going up to bomb site, but is that the most important one to be taken care of? Or if you're going into ruins, wouldn't it make sense to clear the one that's at ruins?
If you go on ruin side, then maybe this one, because by the time you get up here, you've probably cleared a good bit of this ruins area. Um, but it kind of depends.
Yeah.
Personally, I would choose this one because you have to get through here to get up into bomb.
Yeah, and they already have the thing planned of a smoke and a flash. And if you're pushing up there and you think someone's back there, the smoke forces them to move out, or at least blind fire, and then the flash will blind them. So, like, you're having the smoke and flash do the job of the grenade. So one of those is like one of those plans is getting canceled out, but it looks like they're just gonna go full green. So the they decided to get Keegan immediately dropped by 6 with the Saber. And that is a immediate man advantage for the Gnomes as they storm Normandy. The smoke's going to go out onto Ruins there, cover that up, as Gundam's going to be watching an observation, giving out some comms to his team here. As Ghost is now smoked out there. As Control to Elite is going to be right up there on bomb. See, barbed wire, not even an issue. He's up there on bomb, fighting Zombie. He's going to drop. Gundam drops as well to 6. Ghost is the last one there. He's going to drop Control. The Molotov comes out. Now has dissipated. Index getting ready to go up there as the grenade goes out. Ghost hidden. Stuck in the molly, or stuck in the barbed wire, kind of looking around. Scooge is going to drop here. Index going to turn around and drop onto Ghost. Goofed dropped by Med and 6 on the beach, and that is how Gnomes win round 4.
Well, yeah, I don't really know what happened there to OC, but definitely didn't help with the Keegan getting picked off immediately. Not even
that was just one shot
back.
Gone.
Yeah, they were prepared for that. Gnomes was prepared for that. That was good play by Gnomes to be ready for beach hold.
Well, Ghost did do a good job of trying to hold that. I think he, from being cornered up there and just the flashes and grenades going out there, he was able to position himself correctly for those engagements. He got Control, he got Scooge. Just, you know, how much more men can they throw at him before he has to reload and it just doesn't go his way? No. So Ghost did really well there trying to hold it there, I will say. But unfortunately, you know, with the early... That's one of the good things. No matter how awesome, you know, your star player is going to be, or the last one alive is going to be, if that man advantage is just prevalent for the entire thing, it becomes much harder for that one to do a 1v5. You know,
you can't do everything.
Yeah, this isn't like, you know, this isn't Siege where it's a one-shot headshot and like it's possible. This is, you know, we've got damage multipliers and our flashbangs actually work, so it's much harder to do like these what look to be easy clutches, but it's much harder.
There's also the stress element. I mean, if you're all alone trying to get the win,
flash grenades, you're screaming internally, they're screaming at you externally.
Yeah, your team's backseat gaming you, trying to tell you what to do.
Yeah, he's to your left. Are you comfortable back there? All wrapped up? You got some snacks? It's gonna be a long ride. Stay back there.
I can imagine just Melvin trying to like backseat game his team.
Dude, I'm a Monty, man. I'm the one that's like in the front getting backseated. On extend, move up, melee him, shoot him, do it, move, come on. It's like, oh my god. Oh, but we're back on Factory. We're back here. Sides are swapped, of course. We're going to see Keegan with the mop. 6 with the Saber. 6 good with the Saber. I'll say that. He has been able to just point and just that person is just gone. Thanos snapped into the spectator dimension.
He's definitely got quite a bit of skill with that.
He's definitely been really good. That's something I've noticed when I play with him is usually he lets me Saber because I suck, so I need to practice. But when we give the Saber to him and play off him, especially in like, you know, just any other matches, like even just ranked matches when we're facing like pretty much a random collection of other pro players, he's just in, like, that's his zone. Just leave him there and he'll do just fine. But we're gonna see if that can continue, as the Gnomes do have their match advantage now, 3-1. And we're gonna see this kind of the same thing. What I said that could have happened. They're going to go for Fan and Green Door, but this time they're going to bring the charge for the Fan, not rely on this, as no defenders are on the server storage side. They're all prepped at dock. Goofed and Keegan are kind of prepped for them to come out of storage. Ghost is ready for them to come out of server farm, but it doesn't really matter because 6 just, you know, Thanos snapped, dripped Ghost out of existence. As the explosion goes off, some shots going to ring out there. Scooge rushes into Gundam there, and Gundam's going to fall as well. Mop shots ring out, but do not... Well, they do find Index. Index is low. Keegan is going to get 6-sided. 6 not fast enough there, as Zombie is going to fall to Scooge. And office control now to the attackers. Keegan backs up into the truck. He's going to get a shot off onto Scooge there. Scooge is very low on one shot off in the office. Goofed is with the Ingmar. This is clutch territory. We do have Gooft holding this with the Ingmar. Can he do it?
Goof's full health. Scooge is very low. Oh
Oh,
wow. Scooge caught the Goof at a bad time and picked him off.
I
Difficult
think
situation.
just as they realized where Gooft could be is when he started springing into action and they just snapped to him. That was very unfortunate, but Gnomes barely hang on to that one. And I'll say the defense by OC there was very strong. It looked a little weird at first, but then, that man advantage didn't really hurt them. Keegan got 2 picks. Dropping 6 there really started to help them. Fortunately, Zombie then fell, and Office Control then fell, but Keegan was still able to pick up 1, and then it just became the man advantage issue of just getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, there's not much you can do at a certain point. Once the attackers have picked off enough of your defense, they can just rush for bomb, and they can take that objective. So, that's what happened there on this map. 2 OC. It was good. All in all, it was a good attempt.
Very, very strong back and forths here. I know we talked about this last cast match we had where it was a 7-1, or I think it was 7-0, I believe, or 7-2. It was in that range of but it was like every map, like if you look at the score, you're like, oh my goodness, that was a blow. But when you watched every round, it was like someone living with like 5 HP. And it was like that was always the case. And it was like very close rounds. I feel like we're getting another one of those
Yeah.
where it's just barely being able to scrape by with that win. So like OC is showing up. OC is here. They are fighting. They are, they're as the analogy I used last time. There are signs of struggle. Like they are fighting back. Just Gnomes are just barely getting out there, and it's all how the beginning of the round goes. Does 6 get a pick? Or do the Gnomes in general get a pick? Oh, 6 just sniped your sniper immediately? Okay, well, you're going to go pick that up. Oh, he just got the other one. Now you're down 3 to 5 already.
Yeah, and
So they just got to be careful with like how the start of the round goes. Sorry, that's my thought, but continue.
Oh no, no worries. As you say, and that's how it typically goes. The start of the round can have a big influence on how the rest of the round goes. If your push starts to fall apart, then it can be hard to recover it. If they pick off your entry right away, and you don't get a refrag off that, you're playing a 4v5, and a 4v5 is not easy to win always. Especially when you're trying to attack, and they can be anywhere in this map. They can rat, they can be in vault, they can, they wherever they have set up for this, and you have to work your way through their defenses with a man down.
Yeah.
Less utility, less resources, less health, and you're trying to win.
Hopefully, we can see some OC aggressiveness, see them start to bounce back. Goof does have the auto shot. He does like to meme a little bit with those. As 6 is going to get a quick shot off. It's not going to connect. As they run back to immediately do this bathroom loans hold the opposite end from what we saw last time. As Gnomes storm in and have immediate lobby and teller control. But they do have to get into teller, which is barbed, and they're holding from loans. So does 6 get the pick here, as he is going to get ready to peek Zombie here. Some shots ring out from both sides there. Zombie is at half health, but one of the saber shots did connect. Control able to rush in there. He's going to hold it there as Gundam rushes 6 with the knack, and he's going to get in there. Control trying to get the shots off, and he is going to find Gundam. Very close, as the rate of fire on that shotgun is quite low. But Med is going to pick up a Zombie. One of his own is going to get the AK, and now it is a 3v3. Goof swapping out the auto shotty for the Rupert as he is running around the flank them. None of them seem to be the wiser as Control drops to Goof. Now Med has to focus on the guy in the back. It's now a 1v2. Keegan stuck in the vault. Both of them very low. Med is going to fall to Keegan as he rushes through.
Yeah, honestly,
I didn't know you could wall charge that, by the way. I didn't know you could wall charge.
I thought Gnome said that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I've done that actually only one time before, I think, walling out of security. I think the more common is you can actually door the security doors. So it breaks off the little mechanism that makes it so you can only
Yeah.
like go through it. Yeah, and then you can just walk through like it's a normal doorway. Um, so I've seen that a few times, but don't usually see the wall charge. Usually only see that coming in security if it's the last round.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
All
good
right.
good for OC though.
Well, we're on the second half now. So after first half, it's 4-2 to Gnomes, fighting back from OC there in that last round there, able to do a nice hold in that bank vault. But now we go to Operation Word Orion. I'm bad at saying words. Magnimus. There we go. English is hard, okay?
Magnanimous Orion. Is that what it is?
Magnanimous. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Words.
Wow, that's an interesting map name. I don't
But
know how they think
we
of
have
these.
seen this
Mhm.
kill house before. I think we've casted on this one. We got this very long kitchen and a very like this. This is like a long kill house. It manages to be long range, but yet the second you get past kitchen and hall, it is extraordinarily close range. My goodness.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think
So I
this.
wouldn't be surprised if a tub comes out.
Mhm. Yeah, this map's kind of a funnel, really. Wherever you go in, you're going to have to go upwards through either office or kitchen. So you got to pick one of these engagements to go up. Um, you can go hall, you can go kitchen, and you can go office. You can go kitchen, you can go site, or you can go checkpoint and choose a path. But you're going to have to go through either of these places to get to site. So the defenders know that, and they're going to play off those spots to try to kill you. Uh, and that looks like OC is prepped for a hall push. They're going to try to squeeze them out, but no, Gnome's going to look for a kitchen, looks like. So it might not work out for OC here if they can't prepare for this push.
Well, the kill house classic of everyone shoot through the walls where we think they might be starting to come out here, and we're seeing some chips on health on both sides. Control just takes a full mag dump there from the knack, and he is hiding in that corner, praying for everything, but all he's gonna get is a bullet by Keegan, and he is gonna drop there as Zombie goes to peek. Gonna be fallen by Index. Goof tries to get some shots over, and they're not gonna connect, but Keegan is gonna get shot up here. Index looking a little bit hurt. Scooge taking a little bit of damage, but now they start to push into Brick House here as the Molotov goes out. Scooge has no choice but to rush through, and he gets Ghost. He gets Gundam. What a smoke flash! What a flash! Index is gonna fall to Goofed. Scooge. Oh, Goof didn't even see Scooch there, who's right next to him in the corner there. Keegan gonna get killed on the flank there, and 6 is gonna finish off Goofed. Quite a chaotic round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if Scooge hadn't pushed through that molly and killed Ghost and Goof, or Ghost and Gundam, I think, um, then the round would have turned out differently. I was very surprised when he was able to get through there. I thought OC had it until Scooge did that. So I think that really the round was decided there. Once he got those 2 picks.
The fact he was able to just rush in there, first of all, a brilliant flash. That got both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was very unfortunate that Gundam was just kind of spinning in the corner like, well, this is my life now.
Yeah.
Only praying or hoping that that Molotov got off in time and was like, oh, maybe we'll get maybe that Molotov got off in time, maybe they're backed off. Nope, he was able to just scrape by before that Molly got off. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, that rush definitely, as you said, solidified the round.
Pretty good team play from Gnomes, flashing each other in to get the kills, and it worked very well for them. So good job to them. Props to them.
And now, convenience store. The only thing convenient is the fact that we're watching a replay right now of the last round and just the absolute chaos of the pre-firing, the flashes, and just, yeah, Gundam was just flashbang out, man. That was just, I think 2 flashbangs hit him directly, actually.
Unlucky.
Just, he might as well have just gotten up to go get a drink at that point. Like, by the time you come back, maybe the flashbang will have ended. But, unfortunate. But, convenience store, a very weird teller, very roomy teller. With the red door into bathroom, power being outside and shed. So, I think we talked about this again last time. We also kind of touch up on it almost every time. Just because you see power, in a map, doesn't mean you have to go for it. Yes, this looks so easy, just wall charge in and hit it. Like, why not? Why wouldn't you do that? You might as well. You don't have to. If that wall charge is better at the storefront to get in and get that storefront control, in your opinion, and you've got the plan, you've ran this plan, you've worked it, this makes sense, then do it. Power does not mean you have to hit it. It just means that it's there. You can work with it. The defenders can work with it. They could cut the power if they wanted and play with the flares. Which would be interesting to see if they just, walked out there, hit it, and just threw flares everywhere. And it's like, oh, well.
Yeah,
Good
but
luck, boys.
not even trying to go for lights, it would be a misplay. If you have a set and you're on the last round, it's a lights map, you should at least try to incorporate it a little bit, or at least bring night vision, because lights is very strong in general.
Grenade gonna go to teller, but get nothing really, as a grenade for nothing causes 6 almost all of his health. None of them really have any snipers, so it's just APs, Grubers, and AKs. They're just gonna storm on in. Gundam hiding in teller here. As the shots are raining out here, go Scooge amongst the ones to fall. Gundam falling again. Shots raining out as they are finally pinched. Zombie and Keegan. Index and Control gonna fall immediately. Now it's up to Med and 6. 6 who swapped places with Gundam. And 6 is gonna fall as Keegan quickly swaps places with him and is now in tellers. Classical him, you, me, him. And now it's up to Zombie and Keegan versus Med. It's 3 Grubers. Med full health, Zombie at just under half, and Keegan just over half. Oh, Keegan, he's gonna get stuck on the little hole there trying to get him, and Med is gonna able to pick up both with only 8 health. My goodness.
I think OC could have won that at the end, but they didn't really play that together, as was what I saw from that.
A lot of solo plays, yeah.
Yeah, the Bacon, Zombie Bacon, and Keegan, they both peaked at separate times, and that allowed for Med to pick them off individually. Whereas if they peaked together, they could have killed Med and secured the round.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the replay here as we see he goes for the shots on the hole, but then kind of realizes, oh no, I can't hit him anymore, and then he just goes to swing, gets shot through the hole, and then is able to, as you said, because they peaked at separate times, it didn't exactly work well. But Med is going to be at 2069 damage, but he's second in the game with most damage. So first goes to Keegan at 1281. So Keegan's got the most damage in the game. And as you can kind of see, Organized Chaos, amongst all of their players, have pretty good damage. It's just coming down, I think, as we've discussed, at that beginning of the round when you lose that player at the key moment. This 1 or 2 people have to do most of the damage for that round, and it alternates who that 1 or 2 person is. The one is usually Keegan, but it's just that those early picks are really costing OC some rounds, and I feel like if they can just play a little bit safer, they can bounce back. They could potentially tie it. And if they don't, if they just kind of iron that out, next game could be theirs easily.
Yeah, I think this game might be lost, but the next game, if they can fix some of the mistakes they've been making this round, they can pull together a win. I still believe in them.
I believe in you.
I believe.
We got a lot of wrong. Oh my goodness, English is not good today for me. We get a lot of long-range weaponry out of OC for this one. Mops, long AKs, and two Ingmars. So they are definitely trying to keep them at range. Obviously, the versatility of the long AKs, they can kind of be used both. Mainly that medium to long range is that sweet spot. But the legendary attack auto shotty on what seems to be what OC wants to do is keep them at range. So this may... I don't see this going well for Gnomes if OC is able to keep them at arm's length. But the flashes are going to go out. Control's the only one once again to escape the mollies as he rushes on in. And he is just going to kind of look around, hit the power there. And once the molly dissipates, his friends are free to join him.
And now Gnomes have secured Pit. And it just looks like all of OC is in this jungle area. So it's just jungle versus Pit. They've ignored the entire other side of the map. Actually, Ghost is pushing over there a little bit. Ooh, Six-Sided picks up Goop and Saber. And I've got Gundam peeking that. Molly goes out. I think that was thrown by the attackers. It forces Gundam to move down into the water. Gundam's going to try to find a get better position. Keegan and Zombie playing around the bomb. Ghost in observation. And then we've got... Ooh, very good crossfire on the three players. Six-Sided picks up Keegan. And it's just down to Med and Six-Sided, both with power weapons. And now it's down to Bacon. Bacon versus Six-Sided and Med. And AP picks off Zombie Bacon.
Wow. So, I hope we get a replay of this, because this is worth talking about. The fact that Six-Sided single-handedly won that round for Gnomes, hands down. 3 picks, like, almost immediately. I think 2 were just immediate headshots. And I'd like to see the replay so I can confirm that or not. So yeah, alright, so watching him here, yeah, immediately, boom. First one drops, immediate headshot. Is able to get on in there. He's able to get goofed. We're just going to kind of wait here as we just kind of watch this replay. All of us together, it's a bonding experience as we watch literally Six-Sided win the game for Gnomes, essentially, here, as it's 7-2. See, just a great crossfire, then boom, Keegan's gone immediately. He's looking at bomb, sees one over there, boom, headshot immediately. Boom, another headshot immediately. 3 immediate headshot kills. He does kind of flounder around right there, gets the pistol shot, kind of takes some damage, panics, and Med's like, all right, I'll let you have this.
Yeah, almost gets the
oh,
ace.
no, it was the ace. That's what he was doing. He was letting him have the ace. And then I'm pretty sure 6 probably went, it's fine, just win. And that gets 6 to the top of the Gnomes scoreboard. Yeah, so 6 won that round right there. That was insane. The crossfire that OC set up was incredible, where it almost immediately shut the rush down. The only person they didn't tag there, 6. He was able to cross. And because he crossed, 3 just immediate headshots. Just 1, 2, 3, gone.
Very good use of the Saber there.
Absolutely. The man is
proves
insane.
That you don't have to go beach to use the Saber well on Dome. You can still find great use from it, even not going beach.
Yeah. I don't know if the teams want to take a 5. I'm gonna sneeze. It bless me. All right. Are we taking a 5-minute break? Yes, we are. We are gonna take a 5-minute break here. So everyone, go use the bathroom, go hydrate, go water up, go. I said the same thing essentially twice, and we'll be right back with more due process. Gnomes versus Organized Chaos. Gnomes up by 1. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome back to game number 2 of Gnomes versus OC. Last match we saw that Gnomes won against OC 7-2. And we're back with me and Melvin, guys, in the second game.
Hello.
That was the first intro I think I've ever done.
Yeah, well, you did good. I'm proud of you, son.
Thank you.
So we can talk a little bit about how kind of that last match went, like maybe what we think both teams can improve on. Obviously 6 is fine. 6 is okay. We don't need to talk about him. We saw what he is capable of. And just Absolutely insane from Gnomes. The teamwork there was pretty good in terms of kind of even if they had a man disadvantage, they were able to kind of hold and maybe and bounce back on those couple rounds. Those 2 rounds they did lost. OC were well organized. They were able to go in, get those picks, and quickly shut down anything before it started. But the kind of problem that we talked about for sure for one of them was OC allowing a man disadvantage almost like really early into the round. We saw like a bunch of them getting picked off early, challenging six. And it was like maybe after like the first couple rounds, we could be like, okay, maybe you're testing the waters for how good six is, but six was pretty dominant on sniping the entire game. So if you have a feeling that this is a long range map that's probably going to bring a sniper for it, especially on something like Kill Dome, why are you wanting to challenge him?
Hmm.
And I feel like there was just maybe some overconfidence. Oh, nah, I can get him. Oh, I was immediately headshotted.
Mm. Yeah, trying to get the pick damage or like the chip damage early in the round, but then getting picked from it and not getting the refrag or even any damage back on them really hurt them in multiple rounds.
Yeah. And hopefully OC kind of recognized that. They recognized that, okay, slow this down a little bit. Let's try to let them come to us before we start shooting and go from there. Because when they did that, they won those 2 rounds.
Hmm.
And I'm just hoping that they kind of notice that and they're kind of zone in on that so we can see, OC bounce back this game. It'll be then we'll have our first third game because I think every time we've casted, a team's 2-0'd.
Hmm. Yeah.
So let's hope that OC bounces back, gives me and Don our first match 3 together. That'd be very nice. So
Hmm.
if not, it
Yes.
just means I have to do all my chores sooner. So if we could drag this out, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for them to queue up still. There was a little bit of restarting on one of the team's sides, so they're just kind of solidifying everything, getting ready to go.
Hmm.
And so, what about you? What are you hoping for game two? Like, well, predict. What do you think's gonna happen game two?
Um, I don't know. I think unless OC can really change it up, then Gnomes might take the second game. Unless they can really fix some of the errors they had last game, I don't see it going differently.
So you think the gnomes terrain is gonna just keep moving?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think they got in the game. I think they started.
let's
Yep.
see. Yes, they have. Let's get on in.
It looks like OC subbed. Who was that? Who they subbed? They subbed Ghost for Serval.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting pick.
It keeps throwing me in like the secret room of the gun range, and I keep seeing the shield, and I'm very hopeful that that will come. That'll be here one day, and I'll be happy again.
Hmm. The shield. See, I've
Uh,
I've never played the game with the shield, so I don't have those old memories.
it's I remember seeing a comment of, "Oh, when the shield gets added, all they'll do is put their lowest fragger on the shield and their highest fragger behind him." Oh my god, yes, you just described exactly how that is going to be played and should be played. Or you put someone who's the best shot caller on the shield
Hmm.
because they can just basically sit in a hail of bullets and be like, "All right, there's one to my left, peek him."
Yeah.
So, but for now, we start on Operation Fury Horn, match number 2, Gnomes versus Organized Chaos. And Organized Chaos are going to take the attack to the Gnomes' defense.
Yep.
It seems to be a 3-2 split first. We're going to go onto server farm. Uh, I'm a, I, I'm indifferent of this factor because on one hand, it's pretty good because if you have a mop, you can hold those green doors. You can hold a lot up here on this walkway and office, but on the other hand, if they take that, your mop player is kind of reduced to kind of staying back in dock for
Hmm.
safety. Other than that, he kind of just gets kind of killed. So we're going to see if a mop is going to be brought by 6, and sure enough, it is. We've got the star sniper so far for Gnomes, seeing if he can carry that going forward here as an Ingmar, and both long AKs are coming out, as well as quite a bit of barbed wire.
Yeah. And as I use my favorite word, it is interesting that they're using 4 barbs on factory. Not something you see every day.
Yeah, it's usually like, for me, when I play, I like to like 2, maybe 3, but yeah, 2 to 3 is that sweet spot, but I guess they just really want to lock down a server farm push, which if they stick to, these barbed wires will come in handy. But if they all just decide last minute, you know what, let's all go office, those 3 barbed wires are big waste, but...
Looks like they didn't put the barb office.
Yeah, so I guess they did opt for 3 then. They decided to just stick with 3. But
Yeah,
6 is playing close on server farm, seeing if he can get a pick here. Gundam's gonna check the window first, so let's see if 6 can get it. No, I think he just kind of jumps on by. Ooh, the shot rings out. It does not connect, so Flash is gonna go out, and the organized Chaos group are gonna storm on into server farm, taking full control immediately. Shots going out of control as he does take some damage. The late breach into office. Good's gonna get the molly immediately down, rendering that flashbang useless as Med is the first to fall into this game. Serval gonna get the first pick as now slowly and steadily giving ground as Goop is gonna drop by 6. And 6 is gonna try. He's kind of caught there, kind of between. He kind of realizes he's caught. He's gonna back up here to Doc. Another shot rings out, does not connect. A little bit of a stalemate going on right now.
Zombies gonna up Gundam. Yeah, we've got Serval and Zombie over by Toxic, and we've got 6 rotating around towards Server Farm. Maybe check in if that is clear. He's gonna go into cargo hold. And we've got Index on this walkways and Control watching lights. Index with this mop fighting Serval, who's got an AP. He switched it for a Black Tar, and gets picked off by Serval. Zombie takes out Control. He's looking away. Just down to Index. I don't think Index knows that he's currently being watched.
Oh, they traded.
That gives OC the first round.
Yeah. We noticed they took the first round last game, didn't they? It was a 1-0 to them, and then it became 1-1. And then after that 1-1, Gnomes held the lead for the rest of the game. But let's see if that OC train is starting to move. Get that rust off the wheels, get moving. But once again, like, there was a man disadvantage for OC, but unlike the other rounds, they bounced back there with that man disadvantage.
Yeah, and they played it slow towards the end, and were able to use playing it slow to their advantage. They were able to get some picks and turn the tide around just by calming down and not rushing into it, and not thinking the round has been lost already. So
Hope
big
that
ups for them.
mentality stays. That'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
So the dreaded double door vault for any vault dwellers. The double door vault I think is hard to hold, like, kind of rat in vault, but the double door vault makes it better to play around vault. Because you've got that flexibility of kind of just being able to move through vault rather than just you're in vault, you're stuck. So it gives a lot of flexibility. So I think, anyway, in my opinion, that the double door vault, like, definitely alleviates a lot of the problems I think people have with vaults of that's just one way in, but this gives you multiple ways. I guess the only issue is, well, you have to hit the button still, but if you do, instead of one guy in vault holding you off with Molotovs, he can't do that on the double door. I mean, he can, but like once.
Yeah, it doesn't. It makes it so that vault isn't as much of a choke point as it sometimes is.
Yeah.
And some vaults are just atrocious. Like the security vault, that's terrible. There's only one way to go in. You have to go to security, and it just becomes a massive choke point.
Usually defenders kind of win that one unless something goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're gonna keep the vault open. I don't think they're letting anyone in. I think they're just gonna keep it open and just kind of use it for flexibility, and that'll be just fine. It allows Control and Med to rotate between each other if plans change. So we're gonna see what happens here as 6 no longer has the mop. They lost it on round 1, but I don't think it had any bullets, so not much truly lost. Unless there's a long-range kill dome next, and, you know, then that's kind of bad, but...
That would be not good.
Unless they can get rid of the Saber here, then they'll kind of be on even footing. But a little bit of a delayed push here by OC as they set up in vents. Wait to do that entrance push. 6 and Scooge kind of waiting near lobby. Not really sure what's going on.
So we're at kind of a stalemate. It's already been almost a minute.
There is the late push as Loans is kind of shot open. Entrance is blown open. Goof gets some shots off. They do not. Oh, it does connect. One shot does connect to 6. Scooge is holding close and is just holding his breath.
OC's gonna have to be very quick here. They have already wasted over a minute just before getting in. Scooge, full flash. This very strong lobby hold with all these players in lobby. I don't know. It might be hard to get through there. And just Med holding counting by himself, kind of giving information. It's time to do a 4v4. Scooge got picked by Serval. Serval attempting to go back out lobby. Index had rotated away into accounting to hold accounting, so it's really just Control holding a lobby. 6 is in vault, and Med and Index are still in accounting, holding accounting. Zombie's gonna nade that barb. Serval's gonna push up towards security. The Molly goes out, and it looks like this might be the win for Gnomes. Serval's gonna rotate into security. Looks out, excited, but gets traded by Control. And now Index and Index and Control in vault and manager, and the group's gonna pick up the attacker and save this round.
What the heck were OC doing?
Yeah, they
that
waited
wasn't like
way
a
too long.
gunplay issue. What was the wait time for?
They played way too slow.
Like, I know there's a thing as fabulously late, but not when there's a bomb involved.
That should be a saying.
Yeah, like, if you're fabulously late, sir, the bomb has already detonated. We don't need you anymore. Hundreds have died. Like, like as you pointed out, like a minute, a minute passed, and they're like, "Now we breach." Like, why? Why'd you wait a minute? Like, maybe 20 seconds, sure, but why did you wait a minute? And then after that minute, takes so long. That wasn't a gunplay issue. That was a call issue. Like, what happened?
You can't be fashionably late if you're a bomb squad.
Yeah, exactly. We need you to go defuse this bomb. Can it happen tomorrow?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
No, it's got like it's got a 3-minute defuse. Just very interesting. I'd really like to know like what the comms were for that. Like if there was like not to like insult, but like if there was like a genuine plan and it was a case of okay, well this needs to happen, and then like they kind of kicked in and realized oh this isn't. Oh, and like maybe something clicked, but it was too late. Like.
Maybe they're waiting for vault to close or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's just if that's the case, a minute wait time is because not only are you, like you're the attackers, you know, the defenders don't have to go to you, right? That's one thing everyone needs to learn about defense in any FPS game. Defenders don't have to challenge the attackers. Stop saying they're weaklings for doing so. Like they don't have to move. So. Now that you've wasted a minute of time, like, you're now double time in attacking. So, like, you're on the back pedal, and it's like, oh no, we got a man disadvantage. Oh, there's a barbed wire here, we don't have a grenade. Oh, we're out of time. Like, I don't know. I'm confused, bamboozled, flabbergasted.
Every decision has to be made with half the amount of time. Once you wasted a minute, so you just left with less time to defuse that bomb. So all in all, just not good.
we have even less time to talk about what the heck is going on this convenience store. But I think a wall chart, yeah, wall chart is being brought, so it looks like we're just gonna go walk into storefront. Gundam over near arcade, probably just doing a quick peek, being like, yep, no one's over here, even though Med is definitely lying in wait. But it looks like they're just gonna do a storefront push. They've got NVG, so yeah, they want to go into that storage. As shots ring out, Zombie runs in, is able to drop control with the shotgun. Keegan and Zombie do get tagged though from the crossfire. Flashes go out, smokes go out, the power is out. Let's see what the defenders are able to do here, as 6 is going to lose this fight to Gundam. But not before tagging Gundam a little bit. Gundam a little bit low, Zombie is dropped. Gundam is dropped by Index on that long angle there, as Index is then refragged by a Serval. It's up to Med and Scooge, as the bomb is now at a 65%. Open the door and swing on him, get some damage on. Med really trying. Keeg is pretty low there, as Scooge tries to go for the flank, but he's flashed at the last second. Med, it's all up to you, brother. He is going to get 1, but he's not going to find 2. Keegan is going to put a stop to him. Actually, he isn't going to find 1. Keegan is going to put his friend down. And OC take the quarter, 2-1.
OC's up around. So I don't know. I think.
So they went from taking 7 years to get into the map to immediately getting into the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got on a bomb very quickly, and they were able to get it up to like 60, I think you said. Pretty quick. So I gave them much more time to fight the defenders with less pressure than before, and they were able to use that to their advantage and slowly pick them off while just kind of camping on the bomb, and it forced the defenders to really, play aggressive, which is not what they were set up for. So, play from OC.
Hopefully, OC has found some footing and can get ready to start scaling this wall, that Gnomes kind of put up on game 1. So let's see if they can start to really take control of this game here, or will Gnomes do the opposite? Will they just make the wall steeper and then solidify what they have? But rounds are swapped now. We've got OC on defense now. We got 6 on offense. Now as seen on last game, 6 very dangerous with the saber. So we're going to see if he decides to bring it out early, or if he's going to hold it. But Keegan is going to bring out the mop. So we're going to see if 6 will challenge him on that with the saber. He is. He will do that.
Looks like the Gnomes are preparing for a dock push. Or two dock, 3 server farm. And OC's got these barbs here for server farm, but they don't have one up here at the blue door, which is interesting. Typically, I think if you're going server farm on this map, even if there aren't barbs on these doors, usually kind of avoid them, because kicking them is pretty dangerous, because defenders can watch them easily. So they tend to go blue. Anyway, they did the other barb. Never mind. They're looking to hold green pretty aggressively, or not aggressively, but hold green pretty hard. Not what they do. Nothing that the attackers push out of there easily without a fight.
This seems like the same setup on both sides in terms of attack and defense. Same barbed wire placement, same way of attack. Oh no, never mind. Not kind of the same way of attack. Instead of going offense, they're going to go dock. So it is a 3-2 split. It is green, red door, but it's going to go to dock. And a lot of random shots are going to ring out there, as Molotov hits onto dock to stop that push immediately. But green is completely uncontested, and they are in server farm.
Yeah, I think OC's learned from the previous rounds to not contest the green doors as much. They're putting that into use here. They're just holding the red door, and Goof gets picked off by Med, and Scooch gets picked off by Gundam. So a good trade there. Gundam picks off Control also, with the lights out now. Med hit the lights, and they've got 2 flares out, 1 on bomb, 1 down by lights, and Gundam throws one of the flares by walkway. Med throws a flare out of the map, and now it's just down to Med, 6 side and Index against 4 OC members, and most of OCs are in this toxic office area with Zombie in the cargo hold. They're just kind of pushing up. Gnomes kind of pushing up towards the bomb. Pretty slowly they're walking. They've got night vision, so the defense is gonna have to play they kind of defensively, kind of passively, and just wait for the attackers to just stick to the fuse. So Keegan can peek, and there goes the flash. Index charging in the cargo hold. Med gets picked off by Gundam. Six-sided picks off Gundam. Six-sided picks off Serval. Now it's just down to six-sided. Six-sided picks off Zombie. Now it's a 1v1. Keegan with the sniper. Six-sided with the AP. Snipers versus the AP. I just gotta stick to the fuse. He only has about 2 seconds here to fight Keegan. The mob throws a molly and it kills six-sided. That was a very good molly.
He did tap Keegan there.
Yeah.
Six really showing up today, though. I mean, he got those 3 picks, but like time was not on his side there. As OC are gonna get the 3rd win, and they take their first dominant lead in the series so far, 3-1.
Yeah, it was like as soon as someone peaked six-sided, they were just immediately dead. You know, it's like you are already dead. So
Six has been doing really good on on sniping in the series. It's just unfortunate that the man disadvantage is turning around to Gnomes now. It's swapped exactly. That man disadvantage, and it's hurting Six because if he's or whoever's still alive on the Gnomes really, because there's only so much you can do, and as we saw with Six, like he was out of ammo in the Saber. I'm pretty sure swaps to the AP. 15 seconds left. You gotta go. So let's see if this defense heavy OC, if they can really solidify some wins here and then go into like the next half just basically already singing daisies on like, oh well, we're about to win now.
But seems OC might have fixed some of their flaws from last game, and because they're definitely performing much better this game. Other than that one round with the very slow start, they've pretty much had pretty good rounds for all these rounds. They've all been close, so very good job from OC.
Be nice to see if I mean, I don't know. It's very back and forth still. It is close, but instead of it being into the Gnomes' favor, this game it's OC's favor. A lot of the gunfights are going into for this game anyway. It's going into their favor. They're able to really solidify those crossfires. They're able to really focus in on kind of singling out the Gnomes players. So hopefully Gnomes starts playing a little bit more together, and then maybe they can start to swing on back here. But for right now, yeah, they're holding very strong.
Yeah, that's true. OC is definitely play well.
Let's see how they plan to attack, or sorry, how they plan to defend on this double vault as the Gnomes try to attack. They're going to go straight for Manager. They breach right on in here. Flashes rain out. Molotovs rain out. They're not able to really connect onto anything here as the green door is left completely open. Six and Goof pretty much practically touching each other, and Goof is going to pick up Six and is ultimately going to fall to Index. I think that's Goof's first kill of the game, but he's going to get Six of all people. Some shots and mollies traded between Zombie and Index. Zombie just over half health, Index under half health, and the wall charge is going to go off, and it's going to take off Zombie as they're just going to go right on in there, hit the button, and now vault control very quickly is going to go to the Gnomes, but Scooge is going to fall there. Gundam and Keegan trying to hold down there as Keegan is flashed, trying to hide behind the vault door. He's going to get a shot off. It's not going to connect, or it is going to connect onto Med. Very low on both sides. Index and Med incredibly low. Serval at pretty much full health. He's going to rush on in there with the AK. He's going to get Med, and he's going to find Index. Serval
with the 3K.
With the 3K clutch, holding it down good for OC. It's 4-1.
Good job, Serval. Wow. Yeah. That wall charge was funny. I feel bad for zombie bacon. Can only imagine what the comms sounded like there.
Hopefully, or was yeah, there it is. There. Oh no, I didn't see it fast. We did have the replay there, kind of showing uh, Serval, forgetting the name, kind of clutching that there, and he's able to pick up the mop, save it for their team on this round here, going into C store. So Serval coming in clutch for OC right now. He is 9 kills, 2 deaths.
Wow, very nice.
Second place is 3 kills on OC. So Serval just decided, guys, it's okay. I got this. We're gonna be just fine. Really good clutch round. Gnomes did have vault control there, but they kind of just ran in and thinking, okay, we're fine. But they were waiting down security, so they were able to get more damage off and a pick. So even when Server was kind of rotating around, by the time he got there, they were incredibly low. So it was just an easy, just 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
But we go to tellers. We go to convenience store, where the focus now seems to be of teller. And a green door push kind of being talked about with Gnomes.
Yeah, 4 barbs. Excuse me. In the last round of the half and the set. One freezer. There's two bars freezer actually, and 2 bars office. Looks like they're gonna maybe play this half of the map pretty hard, because I can't imagine they would play heavily in office or arcade or freezer really. Maybe a little bit freezer. Maybe they could have someone parked in there looking at freezer. But more heavily playing storefront, teller, bathroom, and maybe a little bit of storage and a little bit of bathroom. So yeah, I don't. Oh, Goof's gonna sit next to that office door with the auto shotty.
Look, he's been known to be an auto goofer, you know? He's,
Goofy lad.
he is pretty good with the auto shotty. I will give him that, but if they flash him and just catch him out, then, you know, it's going to be incredibly unlucky.
They smoked on top of the map. Interesting.
Well, hopefully they can. They're kind of going towards him, so he could potentially. Yeah, the flash is gone there. He's gonna swing around there. Yeah, there you go. He gets control. He is able to swing on to Index and not connect. 6 is able to quickly put him down there, but yeah, he's able to get one there. The shots are just raining through the wall right there. 6 taking a little bit of damage. Zombie just firing on through there to no avail, as now they're out of teller. The smoke going off the back of teller, but no one's playing back there. The Molotov coming through there, able to force Index and 6 back, and they are
very low,
clinging to life.
Great molly from Serval. Serval just playing very well this game in total.
Yeah, he is full. He is just full control over the Gnomes.
Yeah, another molly from Zombie. Might be able to get a few picks here. Really, they're very low. Med going for another smoke outside. Zombie picks up one. It was Scooch with full health. And 6 on the Index was there.
Oh, Serval gets the double.
Just Med.
And he's just gonna another 3K. He's just gonna force. I mean, Server can just do what he wants at this point. It doesn't matter. Server, just give him the tub. He'll find a way to kill all of them. He'll find a way. He's MacGyver of OC right now.
Magic from Serval. Very good.
What 6 did last game, Serval is doing this game. Serval is just going nuts right now.
I guess he's just warmed up. He's got a really good gaming chair. That's what it is.
It's the gaming chair. It is the gaming chair.
Love that joke. But we're on to a new half, a new set, new round.
And a new kill dome, my favorite. One with the castle and beach kind of having a head-to-head on the vantage points here. You've got the jungle, kind of a little hidey area back there, and Pick kind of in its own world. I believe we saw this last time we casted, there was a incident where they rushed into pit, but all got caught on a molly, and I think 4 people died immediately.
Hmm.
I think that was with you. It was either you or Boxy, but I remember this map set and just this pit entrance here being an absolute nightmare for one team. I think it was GB that they got stuck or caught back here, and they got trapped. But it looks
Yeah.
like they want to do a 4-man split and then Saber on beach. Okay, no, they're opting 3-2. We got 6 picking back up the Saber, so they're gonna want to go through pit, maybe cut that power, and then kind of come out onto jungle. They're not gonna really mess with base into pit. They kind of want to maybe take the challenge on beach to castle, and then kind of force these close-up engagements of this kind of cover that this area kind of provides.
Hmm. Yeah. They're gonna try to play dome. With utilizing this cover, they're gonna try to put these barbs in a way that's gonna prevent a beach push, like a beach pit push, which is, might perfectly counter the plan from Gnomes. They're looking to do a pit beach push. So, these barbs are in kind of the perfect spots to counter that. So if they play out these barbs, then they might be able to win this round. Pretty good foresight from OC.
Smokes are going to rain out there. The kick onto beach. Mad and 6 going to take beach pretty quickly. No resistance there, as they're going to kind of be looking obviously at the back near castle. Goofed and Keegan kind of in very safe spots here. So far, no real intel of their whereabouts being given, as shots just kind of randomly going out here just to try and hopes to maybe get someone else to peek out. No. OC is giving Gnomes no advantage, as some shots do rain out there, so they know. Okay, back in castle. Shots raining out here. Scooch and Goofed into combat. Keegan firing in on the people into pit, but Goofed is ultimately going to fall down to Scooch, but not before getting damage on both Index and Scooch. Keegan's backed off. Once again, these 3 at the back here, Gundam, Serval, and Zombie kind of waiting. 6 trying to get some shots off here. They are just waiting, as Index is going to drop as well from Zombie. Flash up onto there. No one's up in that jungle. Keegan very close to control. He is going to put him down immediately. Crossfire exchanged. Keegan is dropped. There's now a 2v3. Gundam and Serval hiding back here. Med is going to drop by Gundam. Now a 2v2. 6 and Scooch both incredibly low against full health Gundam and Serval. What to do?
Yeah, well. Yeah, Gundam's up in castle. Serval's down in the water. 6 is holding that castle window. Scoot is pushing up towards bomb. I think Serval should peek at the same time as Gundam. I don't know. Serval might see bomb. That's a Saber. Ooh, Gundam picks up Scooge. It's just down a 6-sided. 6-sided is low, and he's picked up by Gundam. That makes it 6-1 for OC. They secured the tie.
Yeah, Gundam with the 4K, OC. So we are definitely, no matter what happens, even if Gnomes finds a way to 6-6 it, we are seeing game number 3.
Mm-hmm. So, if you like this casting, that's good for you. If you don't, then that's bad for you.
If you don't, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
I don't.
Several Serval, sorry, really showing up. Like, he is the wrench in this gnome plan right now. Gundam basically playing around Several as well, this dynamic duo that's gotten up. Even if Goofed is what we have here last, Goofed is still getting damage off. And the 2 kills he's got are 2 engagements he's opened with and won. So he is able, and that has ultimately helped secure the win. So something to kind of know is that even though he's last, he is still setting his team up for success. And
Mm-hmm.
he's got 4 assists, so he is a part on most of these round wins. So everyone on OC, like, I think all cylinders are firing. Like, they are really going.
Yeah, and sometimes the scoreboard doesn't tell the whole story. Just because Goofed is bottom of the leaderboard right now doesn't necessarily mean he hasn't been helping his team.
Yeah.
So
There was a interesting. It was a little rant video. There was a Valorant player. He went. There was a pro player, but someone basically, you know, kind of crap talked on him. Oh, you're last. Oh, pro player, my ass. And he went into detail, like reviewing the round, even though he was last, pointing out the picks he did, the positioning of what things were, and how no one was playing off of it. And he talks about how, like, even though you're last doesn't mean you're bad. And it was a very good rant. Like, he goes into detail explaining everything. And it was a very interesting thing, and that's kind of caused me to kind of look at that way differently as a gamer. You know, to kind of look at that last player and be like, no, even though they're last, like, oh my goodness, they're, like, setting things up, their comms are on point, like, no complaints.
And sometimes that can be the person who's going in first, and they have to look at the entire room, and they have to decide what to do when getting in, so they can, you know, it can be hard for them to find a pick, or not get picked instantly if they're going in first.
Being it going in first. They're immediately in office, and Gundam is just going to light all of them up there. Some damage is chipped away. Gundam is going to take a little damage back, but some chip damage in on 6 in control, but not enough to cause immediate concern here. Grenade goes off into backstage. Doesn't find anyone. Molotov goes off, just kind of stalling them here, and Attacker's kind of stalling in lockers here. Flashes on through to Brick House. No one's even on this side of the map yet. Goofed is kind of waiting near reception. Shots are raining out once again, finding both Med and Control. The shots are not connecting back onto the defenders, though, and as I say that, Gundam is immediately fragged by Index. Keegan dropped by 6-sided on the flank. Serval is going to pick up Scooch. Zombie's going to pick up 6, but he is going to be dropped immediately afterwards. Goof trying to come back in. Serval just going absolutely nuts. Is going to find Control and Index, and now it's a 1v1, Med v Goofed. Both low. It's just who sees who first. Don't know if those shots are actually going... Oh, they are going through the wall. I thought he was hitting metal. Shots are going to exchange out. He goes behind the bar, but he is going to get caught by the pistol from Med. It is 6-2 as Gnomes pick up their first round in a while.
I think if Goofed went here and wallbanged, he would have killed Med. I think it was just kind of unlucky. He was trying to go through 2 walls and he was hitting those sandbags, I think. So
I think he was also clipping the bomb. I think Med was crouched, so I don't think it would have hit him anyway.
Yeah, all in all, just kind of unlucky. But yeah, once again, the server going crazy. But a win for Gnomes.
A definite win for Gnomes there. Serval, 13, almost 1,400 damage, 15 kills. Gundam with almost 1,300 damage of himself, 2059 or 1259 and 8 kills. This dynamic duo really just spearheading OC right now. Like in just, ugh.
Yeah, they're doing very well this game.
It night and day a different team, and you know you could argue, oh well, it's just it's literally everybody. Everybody is playing different on OC right now. Serval is definitely being very aggressive, but all of them are playing off of that. Gundam is getting his pick. Zombie gets damage off. Keegan's getting picked. Goofed gets his damage off. Like, everybody is playing off that. And that at the end of the day, it's a team game. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And it's working out really well for OC right now. The Gnomes are probably a little bit stumbled, seeing Serval kind of really shut down everything for them and kind of rally OC back. So, you know, Gnomes really has to kind of figure out how to deal with Serval. Maybe either zone him out, find a way to do so. But the positioning on him and OC this game is just night and day difference.
Yeah. We're into the last round of this set, actually. So, I mean, you know, OC could take this round and then finish it out with a 7-2. Or Gnomes could take this round and make it 6-3, pushing them forwards towards the tie. But either way, OC's in a pretty good spot right now.
They are. and they can kind of do some crazy stuff right now. They've got that room to work with here, and we're kind of seeing this with they're a bit spread out here, but this is a very spread out kid factory. My goodness. And we are watching Zombie kind of holding the server area, kind of getting this long angle into Boiler. Serval kind of playing an office, the rest down near the conveyors as Gnomes are going to take Boilers pretty quickly with no real resistance here as the grenade's going to go out to clear barbed wire? Was there barbed wire there?
Oh, yeah, it was one of the barbs.
Gotcha.
So you're going to smoke the second barb. There's a... Ooh, mollies go out in there. There was that two mollies? Yeah, it was two mollies. Bit of a misplay there. Serval in office rushes down and picks control. Oh my gosh. What was that? Pretty amazing. Serval going over towards server farm. It's picked by six-sided. Now it's down to a 3v3. Six-sided. Versus Goofed. Shooting up towards office where Index is. Keegan picks off Index with the mop. And now Med's in office. Six-sided pushes out, gets crossfire from Gundam. And it's just Med in office against Keegan, Gundam, and Goofed. They're all shooting at office. They all know where he is. Reloading is going to fight against these defenders.
He is very low, no hope.
He's got an Igmar. Keegan's got the mop, might peek him soon. Gundam's down by the conveyors too. Med's gonna push out towards. Oh no, never mind. He just threw a flash down there. Bit of a waste.
Yeah, I was about to say Med has to move, but a complete reverse, 7-2 in favor of OC.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. That's the opposite of last game.
The exact opposite. Serval picks up 16-15 damage. 3 OC members pick up 1,000 damage. Keegan, Gundam, and Serval in the thousands. Serval, the only one above 1,500, with 16 kills.
Oh my
Gundam
gosh.
with 10.
And with the least amount of deaths
kills.
too. 5 deaths.
Yeah. Gundam and Serval showed up this game. Keegan, 7 assists, and even Goofed, 5 assists. Very, very team-orientated on that side for OC. And just a night and day difference between the teams. OC, compared to last game, there was just a lot of confusion, like what's going on here. And then this game, it was just a case of, okay, Gnomes, what's going on here? What happened? Six was able to continue being Six, but those man advantages, and sometimes he got picked off early as well, and so he leaves his team at a disadvantage. Control not really having the best of games either, and it's just these small things that result in, like as you said, it could be a case of you take one step in to look around the room and you just look the wrong direction, and there's someone on the right side as you look on the left side, and boom, that's it, you're gone, and there's nothing you can do about it but watch your teammate try to frag you or refrag, and if that person gets fragged, now you're even further behind, and just a very good game by OC, like a very good game.
Well, I think we're gonna go for a 5-minute break here to return to the third game. So we'll see you again after a short break.
Woo. Welcome back, Don. It's game 3. Oh my goodness, we made it. We didn't get 2-0'd. It's 1-1. We get to see a game 3, maybe a game 4 if there's a tie. But we are going to see the Gnomes fight against Organized Chaos. Now, OC with Serval last game really just complete reversed it. Instead of getting 2-7'd, they 7-2'd. There have been no swaps for the Gnomes, but there has been a swap for Organized Chaos. They are swapping out Serval for Cosmelk. So we're going to see how that swap is. We're going to see what that does. We're going to see if the OC train can keep going, if it's going to rival this Gnomes, or if the Gnomes are going to bounce back and they are going to hold this.
Yeah, interesting swap from OC. I know we're talking about this during the break, but Serval was getting a lot of kills last game. Seemed to be pretty dominant, playing very well. So to swap him out, I don't know if he had to go or if there was some other reason, maybe something with the comms. But it's an interesting decision.
Let's just see if I hope this is a case of he had to go and they swapped him because yeah, as it did really well for the team. But yeah, if he was just being a solo player and the comms weren't there, as a captain of the team, it makes sense to make a swap like that. But obviously, we don't know. All speculation. No one get mad and start like harassing people in Discord. We have no idea what's going on, which is the case for me almost all the time. But C-Store, Bank, Kill House are our first quarter, or first half, rather. And we are starting on the C-Store with a very close kind of back and forth in the storefront here. Very close range with this hard cover from the fridges being provided, as well as Teller with a direct line onto Bomb from being in Teller here. So let's just see how they attack this. I would maybe do arcade to flush out people behind the Teller, do an arcade green door, but I don't know. They're opting to go for the wall charge in the storefront and kind of just take that storefront control.
Yeah, doing a wall charge. And they moved the location of it. Instead of doing this center wall charge, they're going to do this one right here and go for freezer control. Maybe hit lights along the way.
Maybe, but clearing out that freezer seems to be the Gnomes' top priority here as they attack first, which means they get to back-to-back defend. When it is their turn to defend, which is always my favorite. I always like to do back-to-back defend. And I rank, and also a thing to note for people is that the double door area here, where that Molotov is, acts as like the double square when you blow it up, rather than the single square on these other windows.
Twice as large. So generally, if you're trying to flood storefront, doing that center one with the double square is pretty good because it gives you more, less of a choke point. But if you really want somewhere else, then that can also be viable. If you're trying to get somewhere specifically, like let's say there was like a bathroom here and there's a bathroom door right here, you might want to do this one to try to get in. So it can be, it could depend on what your plan is.
Yeah. Smoke's gonna go out there as the Molotov leaves 6 outside on him to help his team, but it's not gonna matter as Scooge rushes in and immediately drops gun in the freezer and is fragged by Goof. Goof picks up 2 Control and Scooge. Med is now the only one alone in freezer here, so they're fighting back and forth between Keegan and his index fault to Zombie on the outside there. Goof is gonna drop to 6 as he is finally able to join the fight. And he's gonna immediately peek and drop Zombie. The dangers of peeking Mr. Six-Sided. It is now a 2v2. Med and 6. 6 way more so than Med. Incredibly low. As Flash goes off there, he's not going to win the fight. Keegan is pretty low himself, but 6 has 2 HP and a dream. Can he do it?
Cosmo actually right now giving callouts as to where 6 is. I don't know why he's moving out of Teller. It's a pretty strong position. Not only do you have the key call on the bomb, but you can give good callouts as to where 6-sided is. I think that's kind of a misplay for Cosmo. But 6-sided is probably going to go out and save. He's too low to win this, realistically. Probably going to go for Clacker and save.
And considering they know the fact that there is that little, the coin slot looking into bomb, to be on 2 HP, yeah, it's kind of if you go to defuse the bomb, you're just going to die anyway, so why not just keep the saber for the guy that's the best with it right now? And call it a day.
Cosmic is to the window. It's funny, he's going out of Teller. He's going for loot, I guess?
Yeah, time to loot. I mean...
Looks like 6 is just going for a pick.
Yeah, Cosmic probably just got the crap scared out of him there when that shot, connected. He's like, whoa, okay, alright, yep, I agree.
They're just butting up together, I guess. They're standing right next to each other in freezer.
Yeah, and the first win, once again, for the 3rd game in a row, first round goes to OC.
Yeah. Interesting pattern there.
Yeah. Uh, Goofed picking up 2 kills, getting that immediate open to solidify that man advantage, and enough damage off to kind of stop Six and everyone else. So very good hold by OC. Very strong start.
Yeah. But Gnomes did save the Saber, and I don't think they got the clacker. I wonder if they brought if Gnomes brought the clacker inside, so Sixer was unable to get it. But they saved the Saber. He wasn't able to get a pick at the end, but
He
going
did
into this
scare
round,
Cosmilk. He did
yeah,
scare him.
going into this round they might go entrance with the Saber. Looks like that's what they're trying to do. Maybe a manager entrance pinch. I don't know.
Well, with only they did. You said they didn't grab the clacker, correct? So with only one
No.
clacker, kind of doing that split push, that late push, maybe detrimental, but got that definitely confirmed on that entrance push there. I think the defense is prepped for a manager push, um, but we are going to have this entrance focus by the attackers, by Gnomes, as they want to just get into entrance, watch Teller, clear accounting, get into vault. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is a man or two sitting in vault on this one.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now, this is always one of these maps where it's like you've got all this happening on the left side, like you've got lounge, you've got security hall, bathroom manager, and it's like if they go a certain way, that entire half of the map is just rendered useless, and it's just kind of rendered as a rotate for the defenders. Because the attackers don't want anything to do with that side of the map. They don't even want to go into security, they don't want to even go into tellers, they just want to do lobby, watch teller, go into accounting.
Hmm.
They are going to get the barbed wire down on the vault door, but no one is playing in the vault. They're all playing for this lobby accounting hole.
Yeah. And Gnomes at entrance with the Saber on 6. Looks like OC doesn't really have anyone watching entrance, but Gnomes still a little hesitant to push in. To go with the flash, Keegan's in security. Gonna try to go for some shots to the whole Cosmilk, fighting Index, gets picked up by Index. Now it's a 5v4, but control is very low. So he got hit through the security. But Gnomes is going to be pushing through accounting. Control gets picked. Index picks up Gundam and Zombie. Gonna hit the button. And with 3 Gnomes in lobby, they're going to be able to get into vault easily. They're probably going to stick to the fuse. They clear vault, and now Scoot is going to hold the defuse while Ned launches out. 6 with the Saber. An Index over there. It looks like this round has been secured for Gnomes. The next going in for the kill gets
He's got the 4K. He needs to go find Keegan. He wants that ace, but my goodness, I think that's what he was looking for at Teller. Dancing kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
Index popped off. And by popped off, I mean he got the only kills for Gnomes that game. So, you know, I count that as popping off. And 1-1 brings it back for Gnomes.
Yeah.
Those were the only kills he has received. And a perfect 420 damage for Index. So take that for what you will. That's literally the best that could have gone for him. Picking up a perfect 4 damage. Or 400 damage for that round alone.
Yeah. And that's tied coming to the last round of this first set. And now we're on to Kill House. Yeah, Gnomes with the Saber again. The 3rd round in a row that they've kept Saber. And they're going to put Saber outside of Breezeway, watching towards Bomb. Because Bomb is in this little hall section. And they're going to go through lockers. They're going to go through lockers and have Saber watching this door. to kind of push up this side of the map, which is where bomb is. So they're just gonna have to contest maybe brick house and this upward hall section, and they can just plant the defuse and maybe win the round. So I think it's not a bad plan for what they have. They also have a nade, they have door, and they yeah. I think going down here lockers is better than going from kitchen.
These kind of kill houses are usually interesting because I don't think there's a wrong way to really attack these kind of maps. Like, you can go lockers, you can go kitchen, you can go brick house, you can even ball charge, if you still have it, of course, into breezeway. So these kill houses are really, I think in my opinion, well built because anything is possible. So let's see if Zombie with the auto shotty, let's see if he is going to cause some problems here at lockers. Keegan with the mop, going to be holding your checkpoint, but all the gnomes are going south. They're going south for the winter. As Control gets the door charge up. Zombie's going to run right on out there and immediately get picked, but he is going to get index and a little bit of damage on the med. Shots kind of ringing out here. The defender's rotating right around back through the hall, back towards the hall that bomb is located in. Gundam kind of getting ready for this flank. He's kind of trying to buy his time. Defenders wait for the grenade.
There. Yeah, but all the gnomes out here breezeway. There's the Molly holding them back. Goof and Keegan ready to meet them as soon as they come in, but the flash might stop them. Goof full flashed. Oh, they crossfire him. Gundam going. Oh, get picked out by Med. Trying to get to that barb. He's at the end of the hall. Gets flashed. Gets flashed again.
Oh.
By index. Med on bomb. Cosmic might shoot him. Picks up Med, but gets picked up by Scooch and Index. Takes the second round for Gnomes.
Yeah. So this quarter goes to the Gnomes. 2-1 start. While the OC had a really good hold there. It was just unfortunate that the flashbangs of the Century came out and like really locked them down. But Index really showing up. 7-2 in the quarter.
Yeah.
With 715 damage. He's going nuts. He's like, you know what? Serval's gone. I think I learned a thing or two from that guy, and he's popping off. But let's see if that train can keep moving. See if Control can get into the triple digits of damage. Same with Gundam. They're just kind of a little bit lagging behind there, but they'll get there. It's just 3 rounds. As we now see the Gnomes take up their defense in Convenience Store.
Yep. Yeah, we've got a new set, and now OC is on attack while Gnomes is on defense this time. But the start of the set, so a completely fresh start.
A little bit of wiggle in the storefront there as they kind of wiggle on into storefront. They want to kind of take care of the back of Freezer, not really going into Freezer. Gnome's going to put the barbed wire there to stop an immediate advance into Freezers, kind of give them room there. As well as a Molotov prepped for Shed, which conveniently, it seems to be what OC want to do. They want to go through Freezer.
Yeah. They've got flashes set up there. They've got danger pings. They've got a nade set up for this office door. Got the well, yeah, that's pretty much it. They just focused all over here on this freezer. It looks like they might go out this top side into fridges, because that's kind of where bomb is. They're gonna have to contest Teller though. That Teller hole.
I know that's the
Teller door. Yeah.
That's the question, is like, yeah, sure. Like, why are you prioritizing? Maybe I'm not looking at this the correct way, but why would you prioritize Freezer when, like, this is a very strong Teller? Wouldn't you prioritize, like, the green door, red door arcade to take Teller? Wouldn't that be a bit easier? But, as I said, maybe I'm not looking at it the correct way. Maybe I'm missing something, but, I mean, I know the Freezer control is important here, because it is a nice rotate for the defenders. So maybe that's what they're kind of focused on locking that down, but it seems like they're going to prep up at office, maybe do a late breach into Shed. Yep, there's the kick. So Index probably definitely heard that, hey, they're over here at Shed. We're gonna get ready to put the charge on.
Just two at Shed in office. Eliminate.
There's the molly for the guy on Shed. Office has been taken. Control and Med kind of playing near the Teller bomb as they are able to kick open the door there and cut the power. The Gnomes were kind of prepped for this. They've got the players down as Index is going to fall. 6 going to be next to fall as the defenders try to back up towards this Teller area to try and use it for cover, but it's not going to work for Scooge as he's dropped by Goofed. And Control is just immediately massacred on the bomb. Med's going to pick up his first kill for the Gnomes of the round. He's going to use the coin slot, but it's not going to do much. It only hurt Cosmelk. And that is a very strong attack from OC.
Yeah, it's just a steamroll. They're just like picking them off one by one. They picked Index, and then they picked Six Side, and then they picked Scooge, and then they picked Control. And last but not least, they dropped Med. With very few casualties, I don't think anyone in Storefront actually got killed there. I think the only one who got killed was Zombie Bacon, who went around to Teller to kill Med. He got picked up by Med, and then Med was killed by Keegan. So very, very strong defense or offense from OC.
Good power play. Good use of the power play. Kind of caught a lot of defenders there, even with the flares. 6 was kind of backing up from people in fridges, but he backed right into the people coming out of freezer. The advantage of kind of having this two-pronged attack right here that, you know, ultimately causes 6 to back up and die. Index is pushed by the main guys from the main push and freezer, and then 1 tries to flank around, is killed, but ultimately a good OC round. Of course the third game's back and forth. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
I'm yawning like crazy.
First game went to Gnomes pretty heavily, and then the second game went to OC pretty heavily, and now we've got an even game really. So it's just been they've been trading rounds back and forth, and they're currently tied up on the second set. So it's really a coin toss to who's going to win this.
We're still pretty even in this first half so far. We still got 2 more rounds to go before it's truly first half over. We'll see if maybe one team can break away or if we'll leave the first half 3-3. We don't know. But what we do know, we know this bank tile set. And we know that last time OC Gnomes went through entrance to kind of get this main hold, and it resulted in Index just getting a 4K and absolutely just a free win almost for Gnomes as he just went off. And now we've got OC deciding how to go about this, and it looks like they want to do a double breach. It looks like they want to do entrance and manager.
Yeah.
They haven't confirmed the bomb placement on manager, so they may still be talking about it. But entrance does seem to be confirmed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna go. So they're gonna push for office, but looks like Gnomes is gonna have someone behind bomb, and they're gonna keep the door open, and they're gonna have someone here, and they're gonna use this hole in security to try to cross on entrance. I don't know if that'll work. I don't know having vault open at the start, but they're definitely prepared for the OC push. Looks like they definitely have that entrance in mind. They're gonna prepare for it.
6 is definitely playing in vault with those 2 mollies there. The barbed wire goes down. 6 salutes his team good luck. He is prepped in that vault. He's got snacks, he's got cookies, he's got Molotovs. What more does he need in there? As control is... They're going to keep the vault open, as you kind of said, but if 6 is dropped immediately, that's going to be kind of interesting there. But one of the mollies is going to be used immediately to kind of negate that entrance, and then they're going to close the vault door.
Chin choice. I can definitely understand it though, because if they can get a smoke out here and then just rush the vault, that might be pretty disastrous. But Keegan's picked off, Index picks off Zombie before getting picked off himself.
Yeah, he does get a... Oh, it's Index that gets... Oh, Goofed with the Moth is able to pick up Scooge.
Wow.
It's now a 3v3. Gundam and Cosmo kind of trying to figure out where the rest of the defenders are. They're just kind of playing with the button, opening and closing it. Giving that timer a nice little reset there. as Cosmilk gets ready with Gundam as they're going to get ready to breach Teller. Jack, immediate left. Nothing in here.
Med still
Flash
with
goes out.
Molly. For that, probably on the Teller door. Maybe he can get the use
With the
to waste the
Molly.
flash.
Getting shot at, but nothing is able to connect, and that Molly is going to go out there. 50 seconds remaining. They're running out of time, but still definitely possible for OC to come out with this one. As they're kind of waiting out here. Smoke on the door for Teller. Shot rings out. Does not connect. Control. Backing up. Is going to trade Med for Cosmelk. It's Gundam and Goofed against Control and 6. And now it is just Goofed. The vault door is going to be open. 6 throws a molly at himself. And it's going to be landing on the door here. Goofed making the choice. Oh, it's pushing him into it. Oh, but it's okay. It's out. If Goofed wins this fight, he can defuse. He is going to lose to 6 at it, unfortunately, there. Yeah, Control kind of panicking there, trying to hit the button because he realizes that Goof's in the vault with his buddy. If Goof won that, he could have gotten the defuse off.
Yeah, interesting that Control closed the vault. I think if Goof wasn't in the vault and he closed it, then it would have definitely secured the win. But it's a pretty risky play, not knowing where that attacker is to close the vault. I've seen that spell disaster for quite a few teams before.
Yeah, very good by both sides there. It kind of that round swung back and forth in control of both teams there. It just kind of got unfortunate there that you're gonna the guy is getting kind of shoved into a Molotov by the closing vault door, and he has a mop, and it's like it's got like 1 bullet left. So very unlucky there, but I mean, close round. As I said, if Goof had won that firefight in there in the vault, that could have gone into their favor. But now the Gnomes etch out their lead, 3-2, and we go back to Kill House with them on the defense.
So we're it's still kind of close in matches. Gnomes has 3 wins, but OC has 2. So maybe they'll win this one, keep it tied up. Maybe Gnomes will win it, get a 2-round advantage. But it's the last of the set, last round of the set, last of the half. So after this match will be a new half, a new set. Still be on the same side, still be defense on defense and attack on attack, but a fresh start.
Yeah, and with this being so close, all it takes is one of these teams to just kind of deep breath, and then they're right on in. But the tub's coming out from Med, my favorite shotgun in the game. In the hands of Med, as he drops the barbed wire. And Control is going to be playing at lockers with the auto, but they may be prepped for this auto shotty just to either run outside and force for them or wait for them. So it would suck if they breach the door and then immediately flash them and just give them room. So they're gonna kind of play it slow here. 6 getting very risky here. He's gonna get a shot off. It's not gonna connect though. As Goof has the saber. They're gonna wall charge straight into Breezeway, kind of the way I would definitely like to play this map. And immediate Scooge is just executed. As now it is a 4v5 in favor of OC. Zombie is a little bit tagged, running on into the fire there. Smokes galore. Unable to see anything. Index is going to fall there. Med holding very close with the tub. They have no idea he's there, and he's going to rush through. Find Keegan, finally. And he is now on the other side of the bomb as the Molotov goes out from Control. And Zombie's just raining hell with the shotgun there. They're shooting back. They only know that he has to be in one of the places. And against a pistol and a attacker shotty, the tub did not reign supreme. And it is a 3-3 half.
Still tied up. Wow, it's a very, very close game. I did not expect that we'd see this kind of pattern of games. The first one went to Gnome, second one went to OC, and in the same kind of way with the 7-2, and this third one just been stayed all tied up. So it's very confusing, very interesting how this has happened.
We may see an overtime, so that would be interesting.
That would be very interesting.
Back to my favorite tile set. We're back to Ascending Shaka on Kill Dome, a very weird observation. Just kind of watching pit, watching power. You've got jungle, where the bomb is located. Ruins giving this nice overwatch of the area, being able to kind of look on to beach. This is something I have never seen, by the way. This kind of beach door into pit that just kind of guarantees a pit entrance. I'm pretty sure. I don't
Yeah,
know if they can spawn up there.
I've never seen this map. I this is the first time for me. I don't know if anyone else has seen this map, but I'm just seeing this the bomb in the back here in this little corner with the rock cover and the log.
Yeah, I mean, and the beach is clear because they can't shoot from up here. They have to be down on the ground to kind of do, a standard peek. So this is a very interesting kill though. I have not seen this one before. So my analysis on it isn't gonna be too amazing because I kind of don't know how I would go about this. I would definitely say taking observation. You can see if someone's kind of hiding back here in the back of jungle. Get into pit, maybe get that power. But I mean, you can do the same with beach. Just hit the power. No one can contest you. Um. Oh wait, I just realized how this power is located. Kind of zoomed on in here. You kind of see that they have to go around and up to hit the power, and then they can just hop over these stairs. So these stairs have an angle into there. That is interesting.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah,
a very weird map.
wonder how OC's gonna choose to attack this to go about trying to win this map. I don't know. I don't really know what their plans were. They didn't really try it out on the map, from what I saw.
Probably a lot of talking.
Hmm.
Um,
They do have a charge. Looks like they're going to go through this red door and then have Keegan at beach. No saber, but just the black tar.
Keegan's gonna just do a late push on him by himself onto beach. It looks like they're getting ready to gear up for a ruins beach split here as control kind of watching through observation, kind of trying to find them here. Med with him, 6 and index, kind of really waiting for this breach to happen. We're having the same thing last time. We're killing a minute for some reason. And hope it goes into their favor.
Scooge riding in base. And Keegan picks up Scooge. All of OC is in this little base area and around the red door, getting held back by this Molly. And the 4 gnomes are over by this jungle area. Gundam and Zombie pushed up this ruin side. A smoke goes out. Just indiscriminate fire going through there. 6-sided right next to Zombie. Picks up Zombie. Keegan picks up. Goof gets picked up. Gunman gets picked up. Just down to Cosmo. Cosmo picks up 6-sided. It's Index around the bomb. Cosmo picks up Control and Pit. Picks off Med in the water. Cosmoc's low, but Index is full health. Ooh.
That's all Index has to do. One shot, that's it. That's all he needed. And it's 4-3. Cosmo really tried to bounce that back there. And once again, we see not really as much of a blunder as the first time when they waited a minute. That one was, we don't need to go back into detail on that one, but this one they waited that same kind of minute and just they kind of got to where they needed to go, and then they just crossfire stalling, crossfire dead, picked off. So it was very interesting to say the least. Of like the waiting for the minute again, and once again it didn't go into their favor. So Gnomes etch out another lead, 4-3.
Yeah, but now we're on to Factory. So, yeah.
Seeing here the server farm kind of playing to office, kind of taking that office control. Office control doesn't really do much here, I'd say, for the attackers anyway. Like, yeah, you can kind of cover this area here, but most of the defenders are probably going to be all back here. So that way, even if you hop out, there's just, you're getting shot at from like all angles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
3 barbs coming out from Gnomes, one around here, here, and here. So it looks like they're gonna try to play down this sort of dock conveyor's office area with bomb. and prevent the attackers from coming this sort of storage sort of farm way. Um, with these barbs, they're gonna put some flares out around here. They're gonna put down 3 in case of a lights play. The lights are in server farm, and it looks like OC might be planning for server farm. Maybe lights, probably be pretty reasonable. But they have to fight through this barbed wire wherever they choose to go to get towards bomb. So what do you think about that plan? What do you think about their plan?
If they're able to not get picked off by kind of maybe if anyone's hanging on the server farm, if they're able to get through, they're able to get their picks. It's very strong. But then you've got once again you've got 6 on mop duty. So this all comes down to, do they pick off 6 or does he get some picks?
Mm-hmm. So a sort of pick 6. 6 picks.
Yeah, 6 pick. Even though that is not a thing in Siege anymore. But we're going to have the attackers kind of once again just do a little bit of waiting, kind of figure out if they hear anything, hear anyone rotating around. As they kind of decide, alright, now's the time. Breaching into server, they're in, flashes out, and no one's there. No one's there to greet the lovely OC members as Control does fire a full mag in. They are going to cut the power off. Now the defenders have to play with no power, only one flare that's over by that north side. As 6 is trying to get out of there, but he is going to be gunned down by Gundam. And he is going to be refragged by Index with the Ingmar as they finally take control of conveyors. Going to get some cover for themselves there with the night vision that they have. Defenders still holding office here, and Goofed doing a very long rotate. Keegan, Zombie, and Cosmic slowly gaining ground here, slowly pushing up here as Scooge is trying to get some shots back in on them. And no shots are really getting out here as the guns are flying, and Index and Scooge are fallen. Keegan is going to fall. Cosmic, Zombie, and Goof still alive. Zombie just under half health here. Med pretty low, and Control with the... Now the last one alive with the knack. I don't know why I just had a brain fart on the gun there. He has the knack, as Goof is going to pick him up there with the pistol. And it is a nice, another back and forth, and we go back to tie.
I can't believe it. It's... Wow. Now we're down to 4-4. Seems every single time one team takes a point, the other team takes a point. So we're once again tied. They went from 1-1 to 2-2 to, you know, 3-3. Now they're back to 4-4.
Yeah,
seems no
we're
team
gonna
can
get a good
points
game.
in a row.
We're gonna get a good game here. And now see, it's 4-4, and we got 3 people at the 1,000 mark. Zombie, Med, and Index. Index 10-6. Popped off early game. He was 7. What was it? The first quarter he was 7-2.
Yeah.
And now
I
he's
think so.
10-6. So this back later part of the game, 3-4. So kind of Index kind of falling off a little bit, but he's still able to get that damage off. He picked up 5 assists in that time, so he is kind of falling back on this team player role. He is trying to pick up stuff for his team, give them some of the kills, and it is working. 6 kind of taking a break this game. Zombie and Goofed. Goofed showing up this game. Goofed is here, and he be goofing.
He's a goofy boy.
What a goof!
So.
What a goofer. Gonna go back to a convenience store, not the same one, but a different one. Another one just down the road. Wall charge in on this left side here to kind of flush out anyone over here. Kind of take fridge control seems to be their kind of plan of attack here, and defense seems to want to be holding this right side of the map. A very small teller. Now, it can hold anyone that's kind of rushing over. You can kind of hold that. But in terms of the bomb, I don't think there's any angle other than like coming out of the door here. And even then you have to actually kind of walk out a little bit. So this will be interesting. An interesting defense hold as they're kind of prioritizing the right side of the map, and defense or offense just wants to focus on this left side and then eventually running over to get power. But we'll see if they opt to stay doing that. They still want to prioritize this left side. Looks like Keegan. Oh, nope. Yep. They still want to do that. Just making it look nicer. But
Yeah. A wall charge in that corner section. Probably yeah. It looks like they're trying to go up this this sort of lane and get into fridges. Maybe going for bathroom control or to push through. I don't know. Maybe I misread that. Maybe they're going this side. Looks like they're trying to cut off this angle from arcade. Zombie gets lit. Gundam gets taken down. Six retreats in the bathroom. Zombie stuck in fridges. Scooch down here stuck on this little piece of cover.
I think he's opting to stay there as he's going to fire onto Keegan there, but he is going to ultimately get flashed and traded by Goofed. Auto Shotty rains out and brings down Zombie, and now it is a 3v4. It is in favor of the Gnomes currently, but Gnomes are pretty beat up. Cosmilk and Goof still pretty good spirits. Keegan just under half health, but he does have the mop. So anyone that kind of walks into Keegan's line of fire could potentially just be Thanos snapped out of this map.
Do see Med with the auto shotty in bathroom. Maybe ready to push out might get Goofed or Keegan. Just waiting for the right opportunity to do it. It might come out right now. Goof shoots into the wall. And when's he gonna push out? He's got index planted to the teller hole. That pushes out. Could do something great here. Oh my gosh. Picks out. Keegan picks up Cosmilk. Shoots Goofed.
Oh. But he is just a goofy boy. He picks up the 4K. Who is this goofy man?
That was some excellent timing from Med, but Control and Index got picked off right as he was rotating around. So a little bit unlucky there. But
Med was able to pick up those two though. Med really trying to bring that back there, and that was a very close round. Just Goofed is just zoned in, man. It's 12-6 right now. He isn't out damaging Index. Index is still king damage, 1677. Med at 1444. Then Goofed at 1126, and Zombies joined the 1K club at 1069. Nice. So. Back on this weird kill dome, so we get to see how each team kind of goes about their day on this map now. Will Gnomes tie this back up 5-5, or will it be match point in favor of OC?
yeah, if this match follows the pattern as the rest of the game, then Gnomes should win this one. But if they don't, could set them up not very nicely.
It sets OC to have a comeback and win the game and win the series.
Yep.
And it then unfortunately makes I believe that results in OC moving to upper league, and the Gnomes staying in the lower league. So
and that would mean that both teams fighting in relegations would switch like from upper league to lower league.
Yep. So be interesting to see if it makes sense that this one is so, tooth and nail. Like no team wants to go to a lower league. They want to stay in the upper league, especially a team that went toe to toe with GB. To see them go to the lower league, that's not a good feeling. Like they were able to take GB to the limit and win, and then ultimately lose the second time that happened. But OC is just right now the first game. Yeah, sure, we can chalk that up as a fluke. But OC these past two games, they're showing up. Goofed is just going nuts this game particularly. So interested to see if he can carry this team forward, or the team forward for this round, or if Gnomes will bounce it back here. But they're getting a breach into observation, and Goofed is there waiting for them, and he's just gonna Molotov it. Be very careful in his footing around pit, and he's just gonna get out of there.
looks like, yeah, everyone's still full health right now, so no interactions yet. Gundam's got a molly there. Goof sitting on lights. I think, oh wow, the wall charge out into the water. Keegan's over there with the flash. Keegan's pushing out. Gets picked off by Six-Sided. Controls in the water. Cosmog picked off by Six-Sided again. Now it's Gundam. Goof going around for gets shut down immediately. Now it's a 2v2. Both Six-Sided and Med are low, but Zombie and Goof, excuse me, Gundam are pretty high health.
Just gotta get one tap on. One tap. But so does Six. Six has been pretty good with the Saber. And let's see if it matters there. A Zombie's gonna find Med, but he's not gonna find Six. Six unable to do the refrag. He's stuck in a 1v2, but he gets Gundam. It's now the 1v1 here. Can Six clutch it, or will Zombie get it? They trade! They trade!
Incredible from Six-Sided with 4 kills, but the trade at the end, quite unlucky.
Zombies trade wins the round for OC, and it's match point. And that puts Zombie in the 1K. Oh no, Cosmog, sorry. He's joined the 1K. Sorry, Zombie's been in the 1K. So, a lot of 1K damage this game. Definitely going back and forth.
And that sets up OC to be at least a tie. So either OC, either we move on to a 4th game in overtime, or OC is going to become an upper league team. So
That'd be a crazy comeback when Gnomes were so dominant in that first round. And Six is just like he's really trying right now. I'm watching in the replay there as Six does connect the headshot, but he was so low that a leg shot would have put him down there. So really unfortunate for Six there, because he could have made that easily 5-5. But man, that was a good round. That was literally as close as any round could be of everybody dying.
That was a nail biter.
That's how tooth and nail these teams are right now. So, can OC win this defense round and become the upper league team, and we'll see them start going toe-to-toe with GB? Or will the Gnomes fight back and force an OT game? Well, we got 26 seconds to kind of guesstimate.
We're back on this factory map, and some similar barbs, but it doesn't look like they've marked out a barb for storage. But it looks like Gnomes is planning to maybe do a storage push. They've got this little line here. They've got a nade going out, some flashes, some smokes. So there's no barb there. Oh, it looks like Gundam's drawing a little thing right there. They've only brought. No, they did bring it. So maybe they're doing a late barb here. Or not, maybe? It looks like who's still hesitant? What's going on there?
I don't know, man. What's going on? They got barbed wire placements there, but they ain't placing it, man.
They only have one flare over here. That's kind of interesting placement. Doesn't really illuminate very much. That's except for this doorway. Life this red door. Gnome's going through free. Cosmog might rotate out. They still aren't fully aware that Gnomes are just going free. Still no barb in that door.
Everyone's kind of prepped back. They're prepped back at docks. They could just be waiting. And there's that definite sign, the smoke, to get Zombie out there. Grenade through the barbed wire. Another smoke. Shots running out by Goof. None of them are going to really connect, but Control is going to go down by Keegan. The Molotov comes out there. Now it's still a 4v4. Six is not in good shapes here. Zombie is going to rush them there with Gundam. And Goof, they're going to pick up Index and Six-Sided. Keegan is going to fall to Med. It's up to Med. Med is the sole hope of Gnomes right now. He is in a 1v3 with a minute left. He knows where 2 of them are. The flashbang is going to go off there. Goofed firing from Doc. Med is very hurt. And there you have it. OC.
Now an upper league team.
Now in the upper league as the Gnomes fall 2-1.
Wow.
My goodness. Now we have to talk about OC, otherwise people are gonna get mad at us. Just
Well, yeah.
an incredibly close game. That game was incredibly close. Very good by both teams. I don't think any team made a big mistake that cost the game. It was just a case of one team just did something a little better.
Hmm.
Uh, sure, in the first round, OC weren't really there. Nothing seemed to be connecting. Anything they tried didn't seem to work. They just hit this gnome brick wall. Second game, they bring in Serval, and everyone seems to find footing. Serval kind of takes the charge, and then they swap out. Cosmelt comes in, and that charge that Serval kind of did kind of brought in this sense of uh revitalization. Is I guess the word I'm looking for. It's not, but I'm just gonna go with that word. Um, and they were able to just to very vigorous back and forth here, but they were able to uh get on in and secure the win. And it looks like I think we're doing an inter. I think we're doing an interview. Let me double check here.
I'm not sure.
Du- 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 du. I think we're doing an interview. I think I just got a message. Yeah, they want to interview Serval and Gundam is the people they have chosen.
All right.
So yeah, I'm definitely down to do that if they're down to get on in here. Give them a quick little asking. Oh, we can ask them what the heck they were doing on that 1 minute stall on that bank round. I really want to know what the comms were for that round. I'm genuinely curious. Like not as like an insult. Like I really want to know what was going on. Did something change that they were just like, oh crap?
Yeah.
So we're kind of waiting on them to come on in. How did you think the game went? What do you think happened?
I
Are
think it
you
was
happy with the outcome?
pretty good. I don't know. I guess sure. I mean, I'm pretty happy for OC for their win here, but interesting that that Gnomes lost. There's definitely a series of games that was worth watching. A win and a loss, um, going pretty dominant each game to either side that won it, and then the third game tying it up throughout the entire game, ending with OC winning. You couldn't have planned it out better. Literally, a nail biter. So I guess we're waiting on the interview.
Yeah. I don't think it makes sense to do a 5 minute break just to do like a 5 minute interview and then swap it off, but or call it for the day rather. About to say make sure I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, but yeah, very kind of looking here at this scoreboard here, we can kind of talk about it a little bit. Um, Index and Med in terms of damage. Index is like nearing this 2,000 damage mark. 11 kills, 5 assists. Med 10 kills, 4 assists, but they also have the highest deaths in the game at 10 and 9. So it just kind of means they did a lot of damage and nothing really kind of came of it. And it's kind of unfortunate, really. He won most of his openings. Scooge went 2-5. Control 0-2. 6-0-1. Just any opening gunfight, OC seemed to win that. And as you can see here, the two openings that Gnomes won, Index 2 and 3 and Scooch 2 and 5, you know, those are rounds that they won. So if Gnomes opened with the fight, they won. But any other round, that OC opened the fight with, they just boom, got it.
Yeah.
All right, we are waiting for our two OCs. I
Okay.
see them. Woo!
Howdy.
Yeah.
Hey, I know one of you.
I know. I think I know all of you.
I know Serval. Well, I know
Hey.
Serval after
Now
the.
you know me.
Now I know. The when we were talking about when you got swapped for in the third win, we were like, what is going on?
Oh my god, Serval, you are so toxic, dude.
No, no, I wasn't. Uh, I don't know. Yeah. So I guess Oliver had to go do something, and so they swapped me,
They
and
swapped
yeah,
me. I also wanted to give like everyone else a chance to play.
yeah,
Only because like it's the game before, or it's the relegation game. I wanted to be fair, give everyone a chance to play on the roster. We just so happened to have Cause at the time, so I figured. Well, Server, you actually had to go do something. You were had to go see a girl.
yeah, I
Some
had to,
interesting
yeah,
relationship.
Ugh.
yeah, I had to go see a girl.
Gross.
Yeah, and then for that game, I just drank like a bunch of G Fuel. I had probably more than was like healthy for me. And yeah, I gotta say it works, cause yeah, it's probably my
You,
best game.
He
yeah,
was doping.
It's
you,
not
Yeah,
doping.
it's not
pop,
doping. It's just
Is it doping? I don't know.
you popped right on off.
I
It
just
was
say,
like anywhere they pointed you, you just went into that direction and just killed everybody.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I gotta say, G Fuel and Aim Labs. I mean, it does wonders.
And also, I gotta say, huge shout out for Zombie again playing League of Legends like he did yesterday. Was just macroing everyone. That was really good. Comms, I think for that first round, comms were kind of a bit dookie. We were just literally shouting Fortnite Battle Pass about half the time and doing Muscle Man impressions.
Yeah.
So,
That is
But I mean,
hilarious.
it keeps team morale up. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
hmm
The one thing I want to talk about or ask is what were the comms on the bank map when you did a minute late entrance and then ultimately because of how long you guys waited, time just ran out.
So my original IJL plan was that we can clear hall, soft clear, the security, and then we can push accounting. And I was going to have that flash for accounting, so that way we're at least putting pressure back toward manager, which is right by vault. I don't think that actually got communicated too well because we did also take that nade for either the vault or accounting push, whichever we figured we would have more trouble with. Um, and I guess what happened was is that we had Mop outside the lobby there for a bit too long, and it's just things got a bit jumbled. Everyone wasn't sure where they all needed to go. So it was again a bit of a minor comms issue.
Just what
Uh,
we kind of guessed. We were kind of guessing because we were just confused because like
mhm,
okay, a late push isn't unheard of, but it's kind of strange in
yeah.
a vault map because you got to get that time for the vault.
Mhm.
But then yeah, once it was like 45 seconds and like no one was moving, like me and Don are both like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
We also sadly Goofed had to get a wall smoke down for that hall so we wouldn't get picked by Mop or whoever was standing there, whether it be Igmar or Long AK2. And that smoke never got down, and so we ended up taking a bit of early damage there, which I think also was something that may have worried us. I think a couple people were also anxious that like that hall push was a bit not so great, just because of the cover from security there.
What was the reaction to the that last kill dome map where you basically everybody died. You trade
We
the
traded
trade happened.
the
I want to know the reaction because like
our
we were
mental
like, oh my god.
our mental after that was like that's it, we're taking next round. They lost a huge amount of util, um and at that point like I kind of knew in my head, okay, we're going to win this anyhow, we just have to play it smart. And so I figured, look, if they try to, they're either going to be going for a storage push or a red push for power. So that's why I had me and Kazir play a bit of a heavy power there. And then if they were to take green, we would just rotate out to office and to hold that as well. Unfortunately, I was able to get a molly, but unfortunately, I ended up getting flashed out somehow. That whoever threw that flash up to office was actually not bad. I mean, I got concussed, and so I had to back off. I did manage to get the molly through the smoke, and zombie right there by that cargo crate. That swing was immaculate. I don't know how else we would have won that round if it wasn't there for him. But that swing was by that cargo crate was amazing. And by that point, the vibes were just they were in control there. Like the vibes, everyone was pretty much on par for that last round, especially the dome as well.
Yeah, and then you had the effects of kind of the last time Six had the saber on you guys in Kill House. It was just wherever he pointed, just like you die, you die, you die, and okay, Gnomes win
Yeah,
that round. And
a lot of it I felt was sometimes like for the first round, the same thing happened with us during Mollusk, where we were just taking 2v1s a lot. And we decided to fix things up a bit, like, hey, our comms are ass, we weren't playing off of each other. We weren't, necessarily pushing as a team, so let's go ahead and try and do that. And we did pick that up, and I think that was also definitely shown in the second game, especially on some dome map, on the Seastorm map as well, when it was just trade after trade. We'd take a pick and they'd take a pick.
yeah, and that was something Don was saying on like the first round that you guys had was the a lot of the plays seemed to be like going in one at a time or like doing solo plays, and then the
Yeah.
second you guys decided, hey, we know how to play this game, right? Yeah, okay, let's be a team. And then the
Yeah.
second that happened, you guys were just, as we talked about on game 2, it was just night and day difference. Like
Yeah.
you went from which is kind of scary when you think about it, that if you guys just go in one at a time, oh yes, yeah, look, Gnomes crushed us. It was just, oh my goodness. And then you're like, okay, let's be a team here. Okay, I'm gonna throw a smoke here. Okay, push 3, 2, 1. No matter what the play is, the second you guys zoned in on that, it was just, oh, all of Gnomes is dead, and you lost like 2 people, or it was close. I mean, as I
Yeah.
said, the last game was just really good due process. I think both of you kind of realized this is the game. This is the relegation game. We need to play, and like both teams. I don't think either team, you guys or them, no one made like a mistake that was like, well, that cost them the round. It was just a case of someone just did something a tiny bit better. Like, oh, Six hit the headshot instead of the body shot. That round goes to
Yeah.
Gnomes.
Or
Oh,
even
you
Keegan.
swung. Yeah.
Keegan was absolutely popping off today on Mop 2. Same thing with Goofed. Goofed was occasionally going on Sniper for Saber for some rounds, and he hasn't really sniped a whole lot for the team, but I was glad I was able to give him the chance to snipe during Relegations. And I think he
Yeah, he's
actually had some moments where
usually
he was really
close
good.
range from what I've seen.
Close range swing. First game again, he was playing a bit more passively. And for Goofed, he doesn't necessarily know how to play passive in some occasions. No offense to
Yeah.
you, Goofed, if you're watching stream, I love you, but you do much better as a swing, and I really like to play either both long angles or swing.
I've played with Goof a lot,
Mhm.
and yeah, I know what you mean. He's
Yeah.
seeing him on the saber though. I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking to myself, well, it's interesting to see him take this long range role. Let's see how it worked, and it frickin' worked. He was able to connect those shots. Keegan, yeah, on mop and sniping in general. He was able to go toe to toe with Six, but if Six was literally a millisecond faster, Keegan. I'm gonna kind of say the better sniper of this game was Six. I kind of don't think we can kind of argue on that
I
one. I
can
think
agree
Six,
with that, yeah. Especially even on that dome with the trade, like that was fire. I have to give Six that. That was like
he
super
swung
huge.
on Goofed. Goofed had him dead to rights, but he just snapped and just got Goofed immediately. Like that's not on
Yeah.
Goofed. That was like, oh my god. So I think Six did incredible on the saber, and Keegan was like right there with him. Like he definitely kept Six on his toes, kind of like, you have to hit the headshot or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, it was
It
you
was a very
it
fun
was a
game.
It was an
great due process
experience.
series.
It was
Yes.
an experience. I do have also one final thing to say is that was my last game of the season. granted, and possibly actually, I don't really plan on coming back into due process comp. I'll still be sticking around in the scene, of course. I'll be around maybe for a 10-man occasionally, still come in and say hi. But OC, we had a plan for about like a month or two that we'd actually be disbanding. My goal was to actually beat Gnomes, and I made that goal happen. And I couldn't be any more proud without the people who are on my team.
Well, the name definitely makes sense, as all you guys do is cause chaos, but it's organized.
Yeah.
So it's very dangerous when you organize chaos, but you definitely got the goals, I guess, that you accomplished. You definitely played really well today. Definitely a good series to go off of. But OC is now a upper bracket team, and can this team go toe to toe with, the
Other
big names
teams?
of due process?
I mean, I don't know. That's something I'm gonna have to honestly think about. Again, I know like I'm wanted to take a break from due process comp for a little while now. As all of you know, I'm moving on to Gundam Evolution, and I'm gonna kick ass in there.
Yes.
But it's again, I've been needing a break. I'm graduating soon with a bachelor's in psychology and an associate's in counseling, and I have a lot more planned in my life. But I'm happy to say that due process was a really awesome chapter. And I think what I have planned maybe for the future is even though we're kind of informally disbanding, I may even still keep the OC name. I may even stick around if I have something planned. But again, my plans is that I don't necessarily want to compete in DPL anymore. My time is done, and I need a break.
And we ended off at a high note.
We did, yeah. And again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who ended up helping the team progress. Again, huge shout out to everyone who played today. I'm really glad I was able to get practically everyone except for Kaicho, who, as of on yesterday, you guys all know he's in California right now for a training exercise in the Army. But Kaicho, that entire game was for you. For a couple of those games, we ended up also during the break, of course, we ended up playing a major bag alert at ear rape in honor of you, as you always played that during scrims. Thank you. Back in January, Sachi approached me for this project team, and I'm proud to see where it went today. And I'd also want to say a huge shout out to Rev, who ended up helping us too. Ended up giving us some great tips, and I wanted to use that to our advantage. And yeah, Serval, do you have anything else you want to say?
I mean, yeah, it was all around such a great time, and I gotta say, I mean, this whole community has been like just so fun to like just play scrims. And I don't know. Shout out Sachi for contacting me and saying, "Hey, we wanna get you in on DPL." And I just said, "Yeah, I would love that," because honestly, I mean, you know what it's like to random queue in this game or like solo queue in this game. I mean, it can be frustrating at times. So it's nice having a team, And shout out everybody on the team. I mean, everybody has been so cool, and honestly, it's just been such a fun time.
Good to hear.
Brings a tear to my eye. Well, without further ado, everyone, thank you for joining us on this lovely, incredible last game for the due process season, the relegation finals between Organized Chaos and Gnomes, which of course OC takes it 2-1. And that is going to be it for today. I am Don, or I'm not Don. That is Don. You don't want to be me, I promise. That is Don. I am Melvin. And that is it for today. So thank you all, and y'all have a great evening.
See ya.
Thank you. See ya.